So Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Rainbow Six APAC Invitational Qualifiers. My name is Gogo Gadget. Joining me is Mr. AM Flea. Flea, mate, it's the final day. It's time to find out who is heading to Montreal.
That's right. I've been looking forward to this. The last couple of months in APAC have all led to this moment.
Absolutely.
We're almost at the end of it.
Yes, that's it. Look, we've got well, two basically matches today. We can see that right there. Mantis FPS going to be taking on Team Cryptic first. That's one we're going to be covering here, the lower bracket final, and the winner of this next match, of course, then heads into the grand final to play Mindfreak, who are looking strong, coming into the grand final with a one match advantage. And well, this is why we saw yesterday Mindfreak playing pretty strong.
Yes, they have. Mindfreak have looked phenomenal this tournament. Coming away from the disastrous tournament they had at the APAC finals last year, they have come out swinging. They are here to make a statement, and so far they have done it. But of course, Mantis and a Cryptic coming up next. One of these teams, they're going to go home, and here is our Mantis lineup for today. Envy Taylor, he has been phenomenal for them. Yeah,
absolutely. Envy Taylor, whenever that man gets started, starts to pick up some frags in a round, you know he is just going to demolish his opposition. Really, really strong gun skill, and just a massive pain for the other team to deal with. Sweet Black as well, you know, we mentioned has been playing pretty well also. So another one to keep an eye on the Mantis lineup, I think.
Yes, he has. He's been phenomenal for Mantis as well. But over on Cryptic side as well, is our lineup for them. It is Ysera who has been leading the charge for Cryptic.
Yeah, Ysera has been doing quite a bit of work, and you know, Lunar Metal as well. Like we had a bit of an interview with Lunar Metal before that we posted up on social media, and just reading through that, you know, his objectives and how badly he wanted to get here to the actual Six Invitational, and how badly he wants his team to qualify. I think it really shows in his leadership and how strong he is as an individual player as well. So I think another one to look out for there on Team Cryptic.
Absolutely, those two will be leading the charge for Cryptic today. And you know, let's talk about what we think we're going to be seeing today.
Yeah. Well, exactly. In terms of the maps, I guess first up to start thinking about. Now, so far this tournament, Fleet, we've actually had some pretty standard maps. We haven't really seen too much out of the ordinary, have we?
No, we haven't. We've only seen 6 maps so far out of the total of the 9 pool that we can see. We haven't seen Coastline, we haven't seen Skyscraper, and we haven't seen any Consulate as well, being the 3rd map we haven't seen yet. So I would like to see some of those maps today. I don't think we will. I don't think we're going to see anything too different unless teams get really pushed onto them.
Yeah, it feels as though these teams in particular, they do more kind of lean towards the tried and tested, the stable stuff. They're not really bringing anything super crazy to the table or experimental. You know, they're sticking to what they know, which is, you know, it makes sense. They're at a, I guess, somewhat unfamiliar environment in a land, playing overseas for all but Mindfreak, and you know, that makes sense, and it's reflecting in their play. They're really playing these maps well. But speaking of the maps,
yeah, speaking of the maps, I'm going to touch on Cryptic first. They are known as Clubhouse monsters, right? Clubhouse is their absolute staple map. It is something they have played every single series so far in this tournament. If we don't see a Clubhouse, it'll be because Mantis has banned it away.
Well, there you go. Well, why don't we find out what maps we will be seeing here in this series, and it will be a Consulate and Clubhouse pick there from Team Cryptic, like you mentioned.
First time Consulate.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Yep, and Border being our decider as well. I don't think that's too much of a surprise. Border is probably the #1 pick map in all of APAC. It is pretty standard. Everyone seems to like it and enjoy playing it, so no big surprises there.
Yeah, and I like seeing a bit of Border, actually. So hopefully we do get to the decider here. Hopefully we do get to 3 games. And with the skill of these two teams, I would not be surprised at all if we do, because, you know, these guys pretty evenly matched. I've got to ask you, Flea, seeing those maps, what are you predicting?
I'm going to predict a 2-1 today. I think Cryptic's going to take it. Cryptic have got Clubhouse in the bag. I would be very surprised if Mantis could take that off them. Consulate, I think, favors Mantis. We haven't seen Cryptic play a lot of Consulate, and I'm actually surprised they let it get that far through the ban phase. So I think Mantis has got the decider for that. But I think Border, we've seen Cryptic very, very strong on Border. They pulled back an epic comeback against
against
Mindfreak on border.
Yeah.
So, you know, they were 4-1 down. They came back to actually win that 6-4. So an absolute tremendous comeback. So we know they're good on border. So I think I'm going to give it 2-1 to Cryptic.
Okay, well, fair enough. Look, I think that definitely could be a possibility here. My prediction is going to be 2-1 to Mantis. I just feel as though, you know, if Invitational can really go huge, then, you know, he might just be able to put Mantis on his back once again and carry them through with maybe a consulate win and a border win at the end there as well. So, you know, I'm hoping for that. But guys, let us know what you think is going to happen in this match with the hashtag 6Invitational on Twitter. We're tweeting all the good stuff, plays, memes, everything from ESL Rainbow Six. So go ahead, check that out. And from wherever you're watching, I think we're streaming to Facebook, Twitch, all of that fun stuff as well today. So definitely a great audience here for some great games of Rainbow Six, Flea.
Absolutely. Today's going to be a monster. I think we're going to see all 2-1s today.
Yep.
That being said, we only had 1-2-0 so far in the whole tournament. So I think today's all going to be 2-1s. The teams are just too close.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be pretty big.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what we want. We want nice, tight games of Rainbow Six here. And, you know, I think...
More 0-second clutches.
More 0-second clutches. You get
exactly.
Like
more lusties.
You could not get tighter than that yesterday. And for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, that might not have seen it yesterday, head over to ESL Rainbow Six on Twitter because we clipped it. And, oh my goodness, literally 0 seconds left on the clock when Lusty from Mindfreak just clutched it, you know, and that was absolutely
on a match point
insane.
too.
On a match point, exactly. On a match point, probably.
Yeah, we could actually hear Mindfreak downstairs. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
they were so pumped for it.
Yeah. So honestly, if we get action half as exciting as that today, then I think we're definitely in for a treat still. So hopefully we do see that. But you know, our first map again, we've seen both of these teams play so far already in the tournament. So we're probably not expecting too much in the way of new operators to come out or particularly new strats. Aside from maybe on Consulate, you reckon we might see something new there?
Yeah. Well, the interesting thing about Consulate is it's the only map where it has multiple viable bomb sites. In fact, it's the only map where every bomb site is viable on the map. You could go the top floor, you could go the middle floor, or the basement. So there's no, there is that level of play within Consulate. So we'll have to see exactly what they're going to be favoring. And lobby and press room, that is the middle floor.
Okay.
So this is actually the least picked bomb site, and here we go, Mantis taking it straight off the bat. This is going to be an epic round.
Okay, and there we go. It looks like we've got the Glaz Ying combo coming out from Team Cryptic as well. So good to see them rocking that one. I think we did see a bit of success with Glaz Ying yesterday. The rare times that teams did go with that kind of double operator combo.
Yeah, it hasn't been picked too much, considering how powerful the combo is. We've only been seeing one half of it, either Glaz or Ying.
Yeah.
But to actually have both of them is pretty rare, which is interesting to me considering how powerful that combo is. And that mirror is extremely interesting, actually. Mantis on the upstairs hold. The interesting thing about attacking the bomb site here is the middle floor bomb site is they need to take control of top floor, so they can, you know, actually push onto site. So it'll be very interesting to see how much resources actually go up top from Mantis, and we can see they've actually got 4 members up top right now. Only that mirror is downstairs.
That's interesting. So really making sure they've got that top secured. And another thing from Mantis, they have gone with a dock here as a defensive operator choice, but no, it's not something that we always see. No rook to pair it up with either.
Yes, normally you'd see both of them together. It is an APAC special, the rook dock. It's not run a lot anywhere else around the world. But only taking that dock, probably for the barbed wire and obviously his heals as well. But Consulate, a very spawn peak heavy map. So I think we'll probably see a lot of dock and rook in this as we do go for some of those spawn peaks.
For the ACOGs, of course. That's why you want to go with the dock and the rook. A few defensive operators with those ACOGs. So Asterix there, going to be coming in on that Habana.
Yeah,
slowly.
Ysera has droned out ahead of him. So he knows it's at least relatively clear. He gets in a bit of a fight there. And I do think that was Invitational who had to back out there.
Yeah, a few pixels away from Invitational's head getting blown off by Cryptic's Type 89 there. So he's going to be pretty happy about not losing that one. But now I'm feeling pretty confident here. Hysterics, he's putting a lot of pressure on early. 1 minute 30 seconds left, so they do need to start moving in
Revik
now.
on that buck has moved up as well, and he's actually looking to get a bit aggressive here. That ping has come out through the wall. He can't shoot through that wall, so he is waiting for the peak itself.
Okay. So yeah, he's...
Lunar Metal's in.
Yeah, okay, so and Invitational's actually going to be going down there, and Lunar Metal, that push has worked for him, picking up the first kill of the round there, and of this match, as Revik is going to be moving around on that buck.
There's still one on that yellow stairs over in the corner. And I do believe it's Sweet Black, yep, looking through this mirror, so he's got so much information.
Yeah.
And he can always rotate back around and push them in from the side once this timer starts running down. We're sub 50 seconds now.
Yeah, so time is ticking now for Team Cryptic on the attack, and that Doc in such a strong position with the mirror and the barricade right next to him. Looks like Ysera, they're going to be looking through in towards the bomb site from Front Alley. Not going to be seeing anything on that glass just yet, but there is smokes going off.
There is one behind that circular desk. A couple of shots come through. He's definitely tagged him, forced the move. Just can't land that headshot, but the flank will come out from Quantic there.
Nice. Good team play there. Good backing up from Quantic there, pushing in, and it looks like they're going to be moving on towards site now. Kha'Zix looking through, see something going up in front
Sweet
of him.
Black has moved, I think.
Ooh.
The plant's gone down by Lunar Metal. He's managed to get it. And Ysera picks up another one on the Kha'Zix as well. Sweet Black is going to be very, very important in this retake here.
Yeah, 4 versus 2 right now. Sweet Black, he's not on much health at all. But, of course, he is the Doc. So he's going to be stimming himself back up. And as the bomb is ticking, Only Chan does manage to get the kill onto Quantic to kind of even up the score a little bit. 2 versus 3. Diffuser still ticking down. Sweet Black needs to move in soon.
They've got about 15 seconds left here, and the run out needs to come out here. Oni Chan, he manages to get it. Lunar Metal trades him straight back. So now there's Sweet Black on about 10 health here in a 1v2. Revik just around the corner, and he's gonna get taken out. Round 1 to Cryptic.
Nice play there from Cryptic. That was good bit of team play, good bit of coordination. They really used that glass and kind of backed him up effectively to move in towards that bomb site there. So taking the first round.
And that's that Ying Glads combo. You know, Ying just smoked it up, went for the plant, cover from Glads because he can see through the smoke, using his thermal scopes. And that is the power of that team comp.
And they didn't really have much to deal with it, Mantis, did they? They just, you know, when once those smokes go up, it's very hard.
Yep, we lovely press room as well coming out from Cryptic. So both teams favouring the least picked bomb site on this map, which is very, very interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why that is, but have to ask them, I guess, after this one. But for now, it's looking like Cryptic on the defense. They're actually going to be going with the Valk there, which I always like a good Valk.
Yep, I do think Valkyrie is extremely strong, especially on this map when you can throw the cams out onto so many trees outside and you can just get so much information, because this is one of the maps that is actually very hard to get a foothold into the map.
Yep.
You have to, you know, I said spawn peeking was extremely prevalent on this site, on this map.
We saw it right at the end of the round there. You know, the spawn is obviously not a very secure location right up to the end.
So it can be very, very hard just to get to the building, right? So you got to get to the building without taking too much damage, being aware of all the possible spawn peaks. As Kha'Zix doesn't care about any of it, he's just walking forward.
Yeah.
Even though he's got 2 open windows above him. And, you know, so, but then you've got to fight for every inch of ground on this map. There's actually Pulse down in the basement. Ysera
could be interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he can do with that Pulse scanner, whether or not he's going to get aggressive or just sit there and obtain information for his team and pass it on to trust the rest of his team.
Yeah, I like it when Pulse tries to get the cheeky C4 from down below.
Yes, especially if the other team is not aware of it.
Yes.
It can be devastating. You see the Claymores being placed down just to try and curb any aggression that comes out of the defenders. Yeah,
it's a very very defensive Claymore, isn't it? Putting it on the outside. So, like you said, you know, spawn peak's definitely an issue. All right, Quantic going to be looking down there. Lunar Metal up in the waiting room. Looks like he's going to be getting a gas grenade out there, but he's in trouble. Gets knocked down to about half HP. Kha'Zix finishes him off. Not a good move there from Lunar Metal.
No, unfortunately, he exposed himself when he threw the babe out, and then when he rotated to try and get away from it, he was just cut off.
Yeah.
A brilliant kill by Kha'Zix there.
And now Revik actually in a little bit of trouble there, flicking through those Valk drones of his. Elio in the meantime going to be able to find the kill onto Ysera. So 2 kills early on for Mantis, looking pretty good for them. They're going to be moving in soon. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. Some flashes coming out there, Revik.
Yep, the concussions from Zofia to try and stop this. They've picked up the diffuser. They're going to go for the plant. You can see the Candelas are coming out. Hysterics is up top. He could potentially stop this from that hatch. Sweet Black, they're going to be moving in, taking out Revik. The plant's going down. The plant actually goes down, and that's Zofia being taken out as Hysterics picks up Invitational. Only-Chan going to be trading him straight back, though.
Yeah, Quantic, the last man alive for Cryptic right now. And he's going to be moving in. Bomb is ticking. It's not looking too good for him, but he might be able to make something work. Looks like Oni-Chan droning out, so does spot him. That is not good news for Quantic, trying to clutch. And right now, the time is not on his side. Oh, no, it gets flashed. Yeah, that is not good news. And surely he's going to go down here. No, not quite.
He doesn't have the time. I don't think he can do this. Yeah. He has to get extremely aggressive out the side. He jumps out the one that didn't have the Claymore, lucky enough for him, but Oni-Chan going to clean him up.
Yeah. That was a nice play there from Mantis. You know, right from that early pick, it felt as though Mantis gained control of the round. And
that was a very dominating round by Mantis. Yeah. I think they only lost 1 person. 2 people.
2 people, I think. Yeah.
Zofia died while planting, so yep, 2 people.
Yeah, but again, I like the Zofia there as well from Mantis. Just feels as though Zofia can really make stuff happen quickly, which I like.
Yes, her concussion launches are amazing. But we are seeing the console meeting room office, so this is the upstairs bomb site. It is pretty much a personal preference between going basement or the top floor. They're the 2 more common ones you see. And obviously, Mantis is going to be favoring that top bomb site after the disastrous hold that was their middle floor.
Yeah.
Oni-Chan, 4 kills. He is going so huge right now.
Yeah, that's good to see. From
Invitational still sitting on that double donut.
He seems to do that a little bit. Invitational, he starts off a little bit, so he really needs to warm up. But once he does, he
warm
gets
up every single game, every single map.
Yeah.
It'll be about 4 rounds in. You'll be like, all right, guys, I'm actually gonna play now.
Yeah. And right, okay, fine. I'll get the 4K if you want.
You guys can't win without me, okay? Yeah. And no, but he's He will step up. I'm not going to say he's underperforming because he's done it every single time so far, and he just comes back. So he'll get a 4K or a 3K, and he'll do it like twice, and comes up big when it matters.
Yeah, I like Cryptic here. They're going to be going to Glaze Ying from the looks of things. So once again,
and I think this is what they were getting prepared to push originally because they got the exact same lineup. So, you know, pushing the top floor with this combo is not the worst idea in the world. That Hibana to open up peak holes, you don't really want to open up rotate holes, so no need for a thermite. Even though they do have one, I'd say that is just in case they went basement.
Okay. Yep.
Because thermite is necessary to open up that garage.
Yep.
But Hibana here will be opening up peak holes for probably Glaz to look through on this window. As, yep, he is going up the top.
Flash going to be coming out in there, followed up by the drone, and Hysterics is going to be seeing the bomb there, but not seeing any operators. Oh, there you go. No, sees one.
Yeah, and the Hibana does come out a little bit higher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so that was interesting. But in the meantime, Ysera on that glass going to be droning up as well. Revik is up on the roof, trying to maybe look for some longer range picks there. So Oni-Chan running through the cafeteria. Could it be moving upstairs? Gets the heartbeat sensor out. They really like this heartbeat sensor, Mantis. It
is really, really good. You don't have to go for kills. Nah, it is. I don't believe that's a destructible floor.
Yeah. I was just looking at that. I was like, wait a minute.
I don't think that's a destructible floor. Unfortunately, Oni-Chan will waste his C4 because of it, and Hysterics was probably a little bit spooked by that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a bit of mental warfare at least coming out. So,
what was that?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, that's not destructible.
Yeah. There we go. Sweet Black's going to get a C4 kill though. Hysterics will finally die. And
Hibana down.
Yes, that is Hibana down. That is a pretty big kill for them there. And Revik comes around.
Okay, Revik actually, and 2 more of the Cryptic squad around him, so they're actually working this one pretty well. Moving through as a team, as It's looking like Mantis still holding.
Got that roaming pulse. See, I was going to say, you can play Pulse as an information gatherer, right? Pulse doesn't have to go for kills. You can sit basement where they're not going to look. Ooh, actually.
Oh, look at this. Hold that thought as Nelio has just found the kill on towards Cryptic, and that's going to be Luna Metal dropping down as well. Knocked out. Nelio getting the reload happening, but he is in a lot of trouble. Ysera managed to find the one onto Sweet Black. That's going to be one headshot for him. Kha'Zix going big, taking down Ysera actually with the smoke. That got the kill, and that is going to be Invitational with the last kill of the round. Mantis taking it in a very nice push in.
That was our first defensive win.
Yeah.
So we saw 2 attack wins, and that's our first defensive win. I would like to see Cryptic obviously go away from that middle floor because it did not work for either team. So I would like to see them move away from this middle floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, going on back to that Pulse, I'm a really big believer in Pulse acting as an information gatherer, as just a mobile camera.
Yeah,
right? He
absolutely.
can see through walls. You don't have to get aggressive. You don't have to expose where you are. Like he went for a C4 kill through a non-destructible floor, exposed where he was, got pushed, pincered, and killed.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have sat there and just said, hey guys, there's 2 people here, there's 1 here, you know, and given his team the call-outs, and someone else could have done it, and someone else could have done the work. He didn't have to expose himself and die because of it.
Yeah, and you know, maybe if he got a kill, be like, oh yeah, okay, 1 for 1. But you know, I knew that floor wasn't destructible. I don't know why he didn't.
So. Oh, I think he just got over.
Yeah,
he's just like, he's on his throne. I got him.
Exactly.
And then just, you know, he got a little bit overhyped. And
I mean, that's the thing when you're looking through the pulse sensor. It's like you just see the dot. Oh,
yeah, because it's so rare that as a pulse, you find someone napping like that.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, you get a little bit excited, which is understandable. However, I think that was the wrong way to do it. I definitely think he should have sat there and just gathered information for his team.
Yeah, well, see how it goes this round as looks like Garage
defending the basement.
Yep.
This is my personal preference for this map. I might prefer Garage over the top floor. I don't think a lot of other people do.
Why do you prefer Garage over top floor?
I simply prefer holding it. I think it's got. I'm an anchor in this game. I don't particularly like roaming. I prefer anchoring on site.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you always at the bottom of the scoreboard. But,
You've been getting tips from Monkey, haven't you?
I was about to say I'm one of those as well. You know, it can be team up.
You've been getting tips from Monkey. But no, I prefer anchoring on site. And you know, I just think it's easier to anchor on the basement than it is on the top floor. However, we're going to see one of the Cryptic guys just piece out. I do think it was Ysera, who was a little bit worried for himself up there in the first floor, and just, you know, pop the hatch, peace out.
Yeah, that was a very quick exit there. He did not want any of that. So just for the nade.
But Quantic, sorry, on this Jaeger has been sitting up on the top floor. He's been roaming around. He's made his way back down into basement, just trying to make sure that no one flanks in from the back, so the rest of his team can deal with this front section, which. Yeah. Still haven't managed to get this door open. You can see Kha'Zix is actually just going to move on from it. Not worry about it. They've wasted enough time. It's already been 1:30. And
time's ticking a bit, isn't it?
Finally, they've got those bandits. Where the Kha'Zix go. Oh, the C4 from Luna Metal. Oni-chan will get flung backwards.
Very nice. Very nice stuff there from Oni-chan. And Nelio's not going to be too happy about that. So his teammate exploded right in front of him. So the first pick of the round goes towards...
I think he'll be happy it wasn't him.
Well, exactly. Yeah, so there we go. A little bit of a advantage there for Team Cryptic as they defend Kha'Zix. They're going to be opening up the garage with that thermite charge.
With only a minute left, they finally got these garage doors open, right? So this is extremely late, and it's going to put a lot of pressure onto Mantis here to make this push in a 4v5.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can make it work. 4v5, I feel as though it is still definitely doable for Mantis. We can see Invitational here on that Zofia. You know, could make something happen, could get a, you know, maybe needs a few big kills here.
He's roamed back around, he's coming back down. Luna Metal as well is actually on the roam upstairs, so this is going to be a devastating crossfire if they don't manage to plunge him out. No, Luna Metal in the back, Invitational sitting in the closet. And he hasn't noticed Quantic's around as Hysterics picks up Sweet Black as well.
Yeah, and Invitational going to be pushing in. That's not going to work, though, as Ysera for Cryptic picks up another one. Cryptic, just like that, in a matter of seconds, take out the remaining members of Mantis. And, wow, that was quick execute.
Yeah, and that was that crossfire I was talking about, you know.
Yep.
Cryptic set themselves up for that crossfire. They positioned, you know, they got the roams down perfectly, so they actually had one, you know, ready to peek the top floor if MV Taylor wasn't up there, it would have worked really, really well. MV Taylor sitting in that cupboard was extremely unfortunate. No one ever really sits in that cupboard, so it just doesn't get checked, which is why he like walked looking the other way. So, you know, you can either say a great play by MV Taylor, if you want. I mean, it's such an odd spot for him to sit, but the crossfires that they set up was just brilliant.
Yeah, very nice. And
Mantis avoiding the basement here. Going back to the first floor that they got demolished on.
Well, yeah, look, maybe they've got a different plan this time. Looks like again they're going to be going with the Valkyrie, so maybe not so much.
They're not running that dock this time.
Yeah, not running.
And no mirror either.
I like the Ella there on Nelio. Maybe Nelio, he has gone pretty big in a couple of rounds. So on the Ella, I'd like to see him maybe roaming around a little bit on defense and, you know, trying to find some picks.
10 seconds remaining.
Could work. In the meantime, Cryptic will be going with the Bakabana Thermite, and then they've got Blaze Ying. So very strong operator lineup there from Cryptic on the attack.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
It is a very, very scary lineup. And you're seeing here, Quantic have to keep taking this Thermite just in case. Sorry, Cryptic have to keep taking this Thermite just in case Mantis goes into the basement. It is Quantic who is going to be the one who will be on this Thermite. Even if you don't get the utility use out of Thermite, the 5.56 is an absolutely epic weapon. I love it. Ooh, Sweet Black will get shot through the door. He wasn't quite ready. Sorry, Revit gets shot through the door. He wasn't quite ready for a Sweet Black.
Yeah.
As he tried to take out the camera.
Getting a little bit too aggressive on the camera, I guess, and paying the price for it. So it's not a good start at all for Team Cryptic.
You always need to check to make sure that it's safe to take out the camera. Because if you're aiming at a camera, you're not aiming at someone else.
Well, exactly. That's it's pretty simple when you
Wise
boil it down
Flea.
to it. Flea, you should do coaching.
I used to. Before I got into this, I did coach a couple of Pro League teams from the ANZ.
Yeah? Can you coach me? Maybe bring out a silver?
Just play with MC. The spectator, he's really good at this game.
Yeah, oh, I should do. Anyway, well, one person who does not need coaching is Quantic, or Hysterics here, who's going to be popping a few stuns out. And he's actually backed up there. Cryptic, they've got 3 members in this little room here of copy room.
Yep, they're really, really piling into this kitchen hallway. And there we go. Sweet Black with the double kill on that C4. That is why you don't pile in a doorway.
Exactly. They were all just kind of mulling around there. Oh,
and
you know.
Quantic is so glad he got out of that hallway, I tell you. That's, you know.
Yeah, that was messy. And oh, look at this. Ysera actually going to be finding another one onto Oni Chan. So Team Cryptic, they've got 2 members left alive. Ysera trying to keep them in the game, but it's not going to work. Envy Taylor finds one. Quantic, the last man standing for Team Cryptic. And with 1 minute left, look, he's got the time, but I do not think has the firepower to take down these 4 full HP members of Mantis. He will be going down to Envy Taylor. Picks up another one for the round.
Peeking that wrong way again.
There you go.
And that, yeah, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. So the double C4 kill, and then, you know, Glaz getting killed as he's trying to rappel into this.
Yeah, that was messy.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He was just, if he had a little bit more patience, it would have, you know, it would have worked out for him. But unfortunately, you know, when you don't have that hindsight, all the wall hacks we have in the spectator view,
exactly.
In the spectator view, so.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
I wish I had these.
Back to the first floor again. How long until they stop doing it?
Look, they must see something in it that we don't.
We did actually see a defensive win on first floor just then.
True.
So
we did actually. Yeah.
Okay, so
but I don't know whether that was because it was, you know, an excellent first floor defense, or because 3 people, or, you know, 2 people piled in a room and just got C4'd.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's, you know, so we did just see a defensive win. So on this first floor. So maybe it's not as maybe it's not as bad as what I'm making it out to be. But we have seen some very dominating attacking wins, and it's, you know, my whole argument is you do 2 and move. So if something doesn't work twice, you move on and do something else, right? That's how you gauge it. And in a level like this, if you get destroyed that much, like, if you get destroyed that hard on the first attempt of it, you talk to yourself and decide, was that an execution issue or is it an actual strat issue?
Yeah.
And how dominating it was, to me, says it was a strat issue over an execution issue. But we have this pulse again in the basement on Ysera. Hopefully he can hold himself this time and not try and go for those kills.
Unless it's a nice double kill. But yeah.
More C4 multi-kills, I want to see it.
Exactly, that'd be nice. Invitational here, though, going to be on
missing the drone a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit bad by Lunar Metal. But here we go, Invitational actually spots someone out. Going to be trying to get those shots with the M762 AR. Not going to be finding one, though. Lunar Metal in the hallway.
He's just laying into a reinforced wall.
Yeah, that's not really going to do too much, MB. But, yeah, if he
you
can
can't get a
manage to
wallbang through a reinforced wall.
No. Not going to do too much at all.
You can't down someone with a Hibana charge or a thermite charge.
Yeah.
You can injure. Oh, that was unfortunate by Sweet Black. Just missing the shot. A Revik will pick up Oni-chan, though, as that is the first one falling from Mantis. That is the Ash, actually, who was falling.
Yeah, okay. So that's a good little pick for Team Cryptic, getting the Ash down, bit of destruction taken out, taken off the field, and Mantis on their attack. They're not going to be, they're not going with the Thermite. They know that Team Cryptic like this first floor, so not opting for that one. But they do still have Hibana up. Blackbeard here as well. Kha'Zix does seem to like the Blackbeard. He did well on it yesterday. Let's see if he can make some frags happen. Now, Invitational going to be popping up. Can't quite find the connections.
That was so unfortunate. We are seeing 3 members of Cryptic flashing red on their health bar. Quantic has next to nothing. If he doesn't get reset here, I'll be very, very surprised.
Yeah, surely. Surely, but there, well, look at that. The time actually is not on Mantis' side at the moment. 50 seconds left. Ysera still just playing downstairs and playing the information gatherer role.
Yeah, it's going really, really well for him. And, you know, I want to see probably in the next 20 seconds, Ysera needs to start coming back upstairs.
They need to move. Absolutely. Invitational there.
Oh, direct hit. And Revik picks up Sweet Black with a C4. Quantic is headshotted. Neilio. Kha'Zix will TK Invitational. That's not what you want.
No, absolutely not. Kha'Zix only 7 bullets left in the clip as well for the Mark 17. He's going to be pushing down very soon. Sees the bomb. Needs to rotate. No, looks the wrong way, and he is going to be going down. Thank you very much, Hysteric says. That's a Cryptic win.
Such a dominating attacking run, we've just seen 2 very convincing defensive wins on this middle bomb side here. Yeah. So
there you go. So
only took him a little while to warm up.
I guess it could just be the warm up. I mean, we know that Invitational on Mantis' side loves to warm up, so Invitational going to be going with the Ela this time as well. But it is 3 apiece.
Mantis going back upstairs. This is the first bomb site they won defensively.
Yep.
So they seem to be favouring it over the basement. Mantis has been avoiding that basement.
I like this. I like Invitational here on the Ela. I feel so now that he's warmed up, you know, I'm expecting some big frags from him, some big picks. Cryptic on the other side looks like they're going to go with their almost tried and tested strategy. They are throwing the Zofia in there as well, in place something like a Ash, I guess.
Absolutely, and yeah, Invitational, you know, he plays these high impact frags. He plays that Ela, who is pretty much the most dominating defensive fragger in the game.
Yep.
He plays Zofia on the attack, I think it is.
Yep.
You know, and he used to be Ash as well. He used to play Ash as well. So he plays the very high impact fraggers. So Invitational needs to be getting these kills because he plays operators that have a lower utility.
Yeah. That's his role. His role is essentially to frag. I mean, yeah, he's going to throw a few Ela, you know, concussion mines down, Grismont mines, but his role is to put kills on the scoreboard. And whenever he's doing that for Mantis, it makes it so much harder, you know, for his opponents to come back into it, or to come into it at all. Neilio, though, going to be seeing a few windows taken down. Quantic still playing around on the outside. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the scoreboard. So
I like this window. So this is one I always go to in a bit of casual or ranked. Just because you can always pick off unsuspecting people rotating around on that desk.
Yep.
You don't spend too much time there, but, you know, sit on that window for 30 seconds. You're bound to get one as they run past.
Yep.
Well, a better team obviously would, you know, go around, but every now and then you will find someone will
Well, it's a
Cross in front of that desk.
good little tip there for anyone watching that might want to.
Because no one checks those windows.
Oh, exactly.
So
It looks kind of secure, you know. It's got the bars on it. You're like, oh, no, you know. Well, I do that at least, but probably not the best example for you, to be honest. Sweet Black, though, on the Valkyrie, going to be flicking through the drones. Not going to be seeing too much in the way, but he does actually get one ping out.
He's asking for that hatch to be opened up. Maybe as a rotate for himself. So if he gets stuck or if he gets pincered, he can just peace out and move on. Maybe come back out for a flank. As Quantic, he's throwing out those concussion mines. Revik pulls out a nade kill. Invitational will spend the rest of this map on the cams.
Yeah, it's not good news for Mantis, losing their top fragger. Or one of their top fraggers initially on that Ella.
Smoke Babes coming out.
Yeah. And they want to be looking for the picks instead. 1 minute left, so we need to see Mantis kind of maybe get a pick in response. And here we go. They're picking up some. Nilio finds two. Onto Luna Metal and Ysera. Oni-chan going for the push-out. Not going to work, though. Nilio as well. Look at that. Takes down the
all
Claymore.
the run-outs. All of them coming out right now. And Revik will pull out his pistol and try and go for it. Quantic, though, he does finally get Nilio. So 2 versus 2 right now. Oni-chan really low on health as well.
Yeah. Look at that. Oni-chan flashing red. We do have the Valkyrie alive for Mantis as well. So let's see how this plays out. 23 seconds left. So Cryptic really need to start thinking about planning. Take one of the cameras down. Diffuser gets dropped. Oni-chan with the kill. That's important. 15 seconds left. It's all up to Cryptic now. Picks up the diffuser. Has to really sprint for it. 10 seconds. Going to be pushing in.
Can he clutch? He's going to go for the plant.
Has no time. Needs to go for it.
He has to stick this. He cannot stop it. If at any point he gets forced off the plant, he will die. But both of them are downstairs. And so now all he has to do is watch these rotate holes.
Yep. Okay, this isn't too bad for Quantic actually.
Oh no, they've got the pulse scanner. If Quantic stays still, they will get the kill. They're trying to work out where it might be planted. Does Valkyrie still have her C4? That's the question. Yes, she does. That is their plan. They're going to find him. They're going to try and C4 him, but they're running out of time.
Yeah,
they don't have enough time.
Exactly. I think they're worrying a little bit too much about trying to find him on the pulse scanner, though. They actually need to defuse it. So
and up from the floor, Quantic, he puts a couple of shots in. He's going to back out. He gets one. He gets the second. Quantic clutches it out. And that is how you clutch like a fluke, Master.
Going huge. Absolutely. Big plays from Quantic. Let's see that again. 1 kill, 2 kills, easy as you please. And that was not a quick enough reaction there from the Valkyrie. Needed to turn around as soon as
it was a nice idea.
Exactly.
It was a nice idea.
You know, in a perfect world, seen him on the pulse scan. Okay, he's, you know, sitting still there.
I think they expected him to sit behind the console desk in the back corner, maybe, where, like, because the whole of the console office is destructible. Right, the whole floor is destructible. So I think they were expecting him maybe to plant the console office, which he did, but like sit either in the corner, in that little nook there, or behind the desk to try and watch the cover out. So, you know, Quantic played that absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah.
But I think that it was, you know, I think that Mantis sort of played themselves there a little bit. Yeah. They took way too long trying to get that C4 kill.
Not worth it.
I mean, the style points would have been nice, but...
Of course. But if they'd just gone up, you know, covered each other's angles, you know, pushed up, it just would have worked better. Anyways, unfortunate there for Mantis, but Team Cryptic, they're actually now on match point, and they're going to be coming in towards this one. They do actually end up going with a mirror this time, so a bit of a different defensive lineup than what they've always gone with.
He does manage to get that camp out, and they are actually on the basement again. This is the first one that Cryptic won. Cryptic not going up on the top floor, trying to avoid that top floor. Mantis trying to avoid the basement. This is very interesting to see.
Yeah, well, let's see if it works out for them. Mantis on the attack, going to be going with that Zofia. Invitational on that one again. Hopefully he can put some good frags on the board. We do see the Sweet Black here. Going to be playing that Yink.
Oh,
what was that?
He did not mean to do that. You can see he tried to pick it up really, really quickly. Like, no. However, he does lose one of his candelas to a bit of a misclick.
Yeah, that was a bit of a fat finger there.
Yep. It's all right, Sweet Black. There was only, you know,
only a
couple of thousand people watching it. Yep. No one saw it. It's fine.
There you go. Well, in the meantime, we do see the Habana charges on that mirror. Neilio going to be checking in here with his drone before he pushes in as Habana. And does not... Oh, no. What happened there? Ysera taking out Oni-chan.
Yep, and he just pieces out. One kill and move. Look at that.
Perfect.
That's how you roam fantastically. You get one kill and you piece out. You don't want to stick around unless you really, really have to.
Yep. So really good roaming play there from Ysera on the Ella. You know, that's what Ella is designed to do. Does so well when in the hands of a good player like Ysera. Revik actually going to be popping another mirror up here down
Just
in security.
halfway through the round, going to reinforce.
Yeah,
place the mirror. You know, there's nothing like holding your reinforcements till halfway through the round. And yeah, he does set it up. He, you know, throws his C4 in the middle of it too, because why not? If you're going to use all your utility, you got to do it right.
Exactly. It's a utility sandwich there.
Yeah.
Invitational now. Going to be holding up lobby.
Yep, they have control of this top floor, so you want to get control of the piano room here, because this piano room is the clutch. It's actually above the garage here. There it is. That's the piano room there. You want to get control. I actually think it's called press room officially, but it just gets called piano. You want to get control of that so you can destroy the floor. You obviously pick up the bandits on the garage, and that's when you start thermiting here, or else bandit will just, you know, he'll trick the batteries and take out the thermite charges and stop you being able to push through. So that's where most of the attacking time goes into these rounds, is taking control of that floor above. However, now only 35 seconds left. Mantis need to get a move on.
Oh no, missing some shots, but Neilio does connect them in the meantime. Quantic goes down. That's a C4 kill to Luna Metal. Hysterics and Kha'Zix both picked up one for each team. Another kill goes over to Luna Metal. Peels up the pistol, can't quite find the kill, needs to reload. He's not going to need to anyway.
Ysera has his back.
Oh, Ysera going big.
Ysera has his back, and Cryptic take the first map very, very comfortably.
Yeah, there you go, 5-3. I mean, good job to Cryptic. They're obviously on their A game. I feel as though guys on Mantis, they might have taken a little bit too much time to warm up there. And MVP Ysera.
Yeah, well, the rounds were going back and forth for a little bit there, but Cryptic just pulled ahead. Yeah. They, you know, got quite comfortable, and they just played their own games. And that was something we were chatting about earlier today between, you know, you, me, and Monkey out in the front there, how we think they're going to play. And it really comes down to, I think, especially these two teams, they're going to do what they think is comfortable.
Exactly.
You know, they're not going to try and counter-strat their opponent. They're not going to try and do anything different to get around. They're going to play what they think they're good at. They're going to play what they think they work for. That's how they're going to win. And we saw Cryptic there. We saw very two different styles of games there, you know.
Yeah,
even in the bomb sides, you know, we saw Mantis never consider the basement, and we saw Cryptic never consider top floor. So, you know, we're seeing their own style of gameplay, and Cryptic just executed it that little bit better.
And yeah, I think at the end scoreboard there we saw that Envy Taylor was only on 4 at the end, which means, look, it's not a donut, obviously, but he did take a little bit of time to get into the game and never really went huge like we saw him do in quite a few games yesterday.
Yesterday, I mean, we saw Cryptic take a map and a half to warm up.
Exactly.
Like Mindfreak rolled them for a map and a half, and then all of a sudden they just woke up and, you know, put Mindfreak on their back foot. So maybe it's a little bit the same here. You know, if Cryptic is just warming up, I'm going to feel very, very sorry for Mantis this game.
Yeah.
However, we are moving into Clubhouse. We just saw Mantis pick Consulate and then actually lose it. So now Clubhouse, this is Cryptic's map. This is the map they are known for.
Defenders, protect your bombs.
And it'll be interesting to see what they can do here on this Clubhouse. Taking basement first, not really a surprise.
Yep.
This is the reason that this map is picked.
Yep.
Is this basement hold.
Okay, well, let's see how well Cryptic go with it. We do see the Glaz and, Ying there. So
Glaz Ying combo coming out. We didn't see a great deal of it on Clubhouse. But,
yeah,
you know, it's an extremely strong push. And I think this Glaz Ying combo is actually making attacks on this basement extremely viable.
Yeah, well, exactly.
We're seeing, like we saw yesterday, Clubhouse, I think we saw like 4 attacking victories in a row.
It was something like that,
Like, and yeah, until someone actually won the basement.
Yep.
And it was not much it's just, so it's such a strong combo, and it's enabling the attackers to actually be able to push into these sites effectively.
Yeah, no, it's good to see Mantis actually going with that, because they were a little bit hesitant to go with the Glaz Ying yesterday, but let's see how well it works out for them. Oni-chan will be on that Glaz. Emilio on the Ying. So Kha'Zix in the meantime is going to be playing his Hibana. He likes that Hibana. He's pretty good at it.
Very, very good operator. A very, very laser accurate rifle. It does unfortunately only have 21 rounds in the mag. It has the lowest magazine of all rifles in the game, and so that's really its hindrance. And obviously Hibana's utility is insanely good with those X-Kairos pellets.
Yeah. Invitational here.
Mantis, they've moved in. It's taken them a minute and they've gained full map control. So now in the next minute, this game's split up into 3 sections. You know, you have the early game, you have the mid game, and then you have the late game. So this early game is just about gaining map control, which is in Clubhouse very, very easy to do. Mid game is about opening up your attack onto site and gaining a couple of picks, which we can see here. They're going to start demolishing everything with a Buck and a Glaz, and hopefully they'll get a couple of picks. And then in the final game, that final minute in the late game, you actually get the move on to site, get the plant, go down. That's how your typical round will play out.
Well, let's see if it works like clockwork here for Mantis. They're going to be moving in towards that site. They're doing a good job moving down from up above here. Invitational moving down the central stairs, seeing what he can see in that ACOG site. See one of the defenders behind that wall there. Might be Nelio.
Yep, it's mirrored, so he'll have the all the information he needs. It won't be popped, and they don't have... it's all fully reinforced.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, is he prepping that castle?
Looks like it.
Yes, he is. Just a couple of shots, so it seems like they listened to me yesterday when I said you can really surprise people by smacking it a couple of times and then waiting for them to count to 11, and when it explodes, you just blow it. Because they can be caught off by surprise.
Yeah, it's an interesting little prep there. Bit of prep there, but Oni Chan up the top on that Glaz, going to be cooking a smoke grenade, so it looks like we will be seeing the execute very, very soon.
Yes,
those
final 30 seconds.
Out.
Yep, the plants come down. A couple of Cantellas come out, and Nelio as well. Invitational's made his way through, and it is sweep back on the plant.
Yeah, there you go. Plant is going to be going down. So this is looking pretty good here for Mantis. They haven't lost one. As I say that, though, that's going to be Nelio going down, but not before he finds the frag on towards Ysera. Invitational here looking around. We are going to be seeing a few members pushing in. The bomb is ticking. Sweet Black not quite able to find the head of Quantic. Quantic takes him down instead. 4 versus 3 in favor of Team Cryptic here. The defenders going to be pushing in very soon. Hysterics, nice shooting. 4 versus 2 now. Cryptic, they're getting the advantage. Can Mantis hold?
Yep, so what they need to do right now is Oni-chan will be watching the defuse, making sure no one's going for it, and it'll be up to Kha'Zix to keep himself alive. No, he has to drop! He has to drop! They're going to get it! They're going to get it! No, he stopped the plant! He managed to stop the plant, but there is no one left alive. Revik, does he have time? Will he be able to do it? And no, he won't! Attackers get the defuse.
There you go. Well, I think...
a suicide run, but it is worth it because they get the victory.
That's got to hurt. That has really got to hurt there. You know, taking back everything, just losing out to time there. So Mantis going to be happy with that.
Yeah, you could tell what they wanted to do there. The plant was unfortunately not in the right spot, or they didn't prep it to be able to do it effectively.
Yeah.
Like maybe they need to destroy a bit more floor or something like that around there. They instead have to end up suiciding themselves and hoping for the best with the timer. It did work out for themselves, but it was not ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we could see there at the end the Glaz just trying to look in towards the plant, but like you said, it wasn't prepped well enough. You know, he had to drop down, and that drop from the Glaz got nothing. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing there for Cryptic, but Mantis happy.
Lunar Metal. He's on Monty.
Oh, yes, he is. We
on a basement attack, so this is something we don't see very often. Cryptic did pull it out yesterday. I think it was against Nora Rango. It worked very, very well. They just backwards planted with Monty, because when Monty goes for the plant, for those of you who don't know, he puts his shield on his back.
Yep.
Right, and obviously he can't be shot for it. His butt sticks out a little bit through it, so you can still shoot him in the butt, but it's...
just a little bit more protection.
Yeah, it's a little bit more protection.
Exactly.
So, you know, Lunar Metal, I wouldn't be surprised to see them do the exact same thing, and Lunar Metal try and go for that plant, because especially if he plants in a corner, then he just stands up and sits there with his full shield.
Yeah.
And just, they can't
what
do
are you going to do?
Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. That's what I like to see. I like seeing a good bit of Monty, and I do notice the Capitao there. Going to be played by Quantic of Team Cryptic, and I love a good Capitao. It's got that excellent utility with that tactical crossbow. It's not just a normal crossbow, it's a tactical
one.
crossbow, you know.
The tactical part is the you know, the reloading, switching between smokes and fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very scary crossbow shoots fire at you.
Yeah, that's what they needed back in the Middle Ages. But anyways, we are going to be seeing Ysera here on that Glaz, flicking through some drones before he moves in any further. Hysteric's on the Habana, going to be pushing through the kitchen entrance. Got his drone in the central stairs.
Here we go, Revic. He's going to start opening up the floor, see if they can't find any picks. Or alternatively, Oni-chan, he's playing extremely aggressive onto this kitchen hatch.
Yeah, look at this. And Invitational's actually been dropped down to half HP already. Let's see if they can clean him up on the Team Cryptic side. Ysera there is maybe going to be able to spot out one. Yes, he does, actually. We see those marks on the map. Revic taking out some of that
Comes an age. He's going to go for the barbed wire there.
Okay.
No, he actually tagged himself a little bit.
It's a bit disappointing.
Attackers have recovered their
Lucky he didn't take too much damage, so we see Ysera there just having another bit of a spray down underneath the floor.
Making sure no one's sitting behind that bomb. They have, of course, moved out because they don't want to be fragged too early.
I think so. Critically making good time here.
But Mantis is pretty much all funneled into this church section. Right, there's 4 members in that church and I think 1 in blue.
Yep.
But they're all funneled into the one area here. So Crypt, it's getting to the point where Luna could probably just drop the kitchen hatch into Armory and walk backwards. Or walk forward, should I say, have someone drop in behind him and plant.
Yep.
Right? Like, it's starting to get to that point, and we're seeing, you know, Cryptic, they're going to start thinking about this as the asphyxiation bolts do come out. The smoke nades are coming out from Luna Metal on this Monty. He's going to start making his way in.
Yep, there you go. Oh, actually one on his side, but that is going to be taken down. Ysera finding the kill on
can't get through it. He can't get through the hole.
Oh no. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's not great at all. Invitational in the meantime going to take advantage, taking out Cryptic. 4 versus 4 right now. Luna Metal forced to get back up the stairs.
Yep, going to have to rotate with that Monty. 3-speed Monty. He's not very good at rotating. Revic has taken control of that section though to cover it off.
Yep. So he does manage to find himself back on the side. Oh no, Goo Mine, that's not good. 6 seconds left. They need to get this plant happening. Takes out the Goo. Luna Metal still going to be alive, and he is going to be able to get the plant.
1
good
second.
Timing.
1 second. How much can Ysera cover him from that top section? The plant does go down. Legion is actually down, so it is only up to Invitational here in a 1 versus 2.
Oh no. Look at this.
So where's Ysera sitting? If he's not covering it up, like sorely Luna Metal's telling him he's there. Yeah, there he is. He's up the top. And you can see how frustrating this is to deal with. And, you know, is he like, why don't you just go pick him up? Like, okay, there we go.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is so frustrating to watch. I cannot imagine how that is to play. And then just the pistol kills from the top just to end it all. Oh, man. Good play. I like the Monty. That's, you know, it came down to the wire, but the Monty strat worked.
Exactly, you know, as I said it would. He's just going to stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... We saw them yesterday do it, and he blocked someone into dirt tunnel.
Yep.
He blocked the last person into dirt tunnel, but they got overconfident and tried to go for the kill, and it cost them 2 kills in reply. But they did win the round, but it cost them 2 kills because they got so frag hungry.
Yeah. Well, this time we're not going to be seeing any Monty coming out of Team Cryptic on their defense. They do have Legion. They're going to be going in the mirror as well. And Luna Metal on that Ella. Hopefully he's able to get some good frags. Bit of roaming happening. We've got the basement side again.
Yes, we are. I wonder if we're going to see this trend continue of just attackers winning. Normally this basement is extremely, like, traditionally you win the defense on the basement and then you lose the defense on the bar, right?
Yeah.
That's generally how this happens. But with, pardon me, with the Ying Glaz combo coming out, making the attack so strong, you have to start to wonder, is it even worth it taking Clubhouse anymore? Because you took it because it was such an easy defensive win.
Yep.
You know, but if that defensive win isn't around anymore, do you take the map still?
Yeah, I feel as though with the Glaz Ying there, you know, once they do actually execute onto the site, it is so hard to deal with. But Team Cryptic, they've got the Ella. I feel as though they need to use that roaming potential a little bit more and maybe try and find, you know, a pick onto Glaz or Ying early on before they can actually, you know, get that devastating combo onto the site and just go for a little bit more aggression early.
Yep, that is... Yeah, they do need to take control of the map quicker, I think. Clubhouse is the easiest map to section off with your drones, right? Drones in some really smart places in prep phase, and you can save yourself so much time at the immediate start of the action phase. By saying, you know, if you have a drone in bar somewhere, you can cover off and say, right, no one went to strip club, so therefore we know strip club's clear. You can have one sitting on the top of, you can have someone sitting at the base of the garage and cash stairs. And so you can say, okay, no one's up in cash. That's cleared off. You can have someone up in the top of the bedroom hallway. All right, guys, no one's upstairs at all.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're down to just having to clear out garage and stockroom and bar.
Yep.
You know, and that's a very, very easy push through to clear that out. And that can save you so much time as...
Only Chan there trying to find some shots. Cannot find them before he has to reload.
So much potato.
Though. Yeah, potato aim coming out there for sure. Sweet Black spraying through the floor. Not going to be finding anything either. So all 5 members of each team are still up. Only Chan eyeing the bomb. See some legs go behind it. But Sweet Black in the meantime is going to be able to get the first pick on towards Yasera. So Cryptic defenders losing that Legion first up.
Yeah, and that's... Oh, Quantic. From above, Quantic, there was no point in two of them being in Dirt Tunnel. I'm going to try and make the mad dash. Not working for them. He gets taken out. And do they think that... No, now they know another one's in there.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Only Chan, he's got the sights down. As long as he doesn't potato aim this, then could be another free kill there for Mantis. 35 seconds left.
Smokes are coming down. As Lunametal runs away, he hears the smokes, so he runs. However, he will be tagged up. Not before he gets another one on Danilio. Lunametal, he's still alive.
Oh my goodness.
Only Chan have missed so much shots on this glass.
Oh, this is hard to watch, but they do get the plant down. Hysterics, in the meantime, going to be able to take out Kha'Zix. 3 versus 3. Lunametal, he's going to be coming up with that Scorpion. 3 versus 2 as Invitational finds Revek. This is tough for Cryptic right now. They've got 2 members left. Very, very low HP. Only Chan, surely he's going to hit 1 shot. No, can't quite find those ones. Oh, he almost goes down. A few more shots. No, but he does take out Lunametal with a pistol. 1 versus 2. Hysterics getting himself into a 1v1. Bomb still ticking. Trying for the defuse is what he needs to do. And
yeah, Sweet Black, yeah, he can do nothing but watch it. So Sweet Black was down. They're just going to leave him there. Oh, he...
Oh,
why did he stop?
No, wait.
Why did he stop?
Oh,
what?
No!
What?
No!
What is that? Why did he stop? What can only be described as an absolute fail.
Hysterics.
Out of hysterics there.
Why?
I just...
Like...
I'm speechless. Hey, I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
APAC boys.
I've got nothing. Like...
Okay. Well, Hysterics is going to forget that ever happened.
That's tilt material.
That is definitely tilt material.
That's tilt material right there.
Should have been around for Team Cryptic. Simple as that. Anyways,
Cryptic pulling out the fabled mine throws.
Oh, yeah, well, they've obviously learnt from Mindfreak.
Yeah.
But time for a new round. Mantis going to be happy with that little boost to their score, little handicap at it.
They're going to take it. I mean, they're not going to complain about it. They're probably laughing about it.
Yeah.
Whether Cryptic's laughing about it or not, it's another matter. You can go about it 2 ways. You can either laugh about it, or you can go full tilt mode about it. Like that's really the only 2 ways that really happens about it. So I'm kind of hoping that Cryptic's laughing about it as well, because if it's not, it's really going to devastate them.
Yeah, for sure. I feel as though Cryptic, they're not quite as tilt prone as a team like Mindfreak, you know. Hearing Mindfreak downstairs yesterday, they really got tilted at some things. Yeah, they make one mistake and just go on tilt. But Cryptic, looks like they can maintain their composure. Let's see if they can this round on the attack. They are going to be going with the Monty again. Quantic on that Capitao.
And maybe making his way through, making sure he's not going to get C4'd as he comes up there, as we've seen that C4 throw a couple of times as soon as that door gets busted.
Yep.
So just going to try and pre-fire it and make sure he picks up any C4 kills that's going in through there. We actually saw 2 gas babes get shot mid-air yesterday. That was pretty special.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was special. So, like 2 gas babes in a row.
In a row. Well,
it wasn't 2 gas babes spread out across the day. It was in a row. So that was, you know, pretty damn good to see.
You know, it's always nice seeing the nice stuff you can do on land easier.
Yeah, the land builds, they're so much easier to go. And here we go. Ooh, are we actually going to see the impact nades come out? Revik's trying to watch for it, make sure nothing's happening. No, the hatch will get popped with no disruption at all.
Yep. Yevik doing that one pretty easily there. Sweet Black taking out a bit of destructibles in the arsenal room there, just opening it up for
behind
himself.
that gun cabinet.
Yep. Good spot. And Invitational in the meantime on that Ella, not going to be finding anything just yet. We're just seeing Cryptic now drone out as they start to move in. We're getting very close to the bomb site.
Did we hear a Candela just go off there? No, we didn't, because there's no Ying. My ears are deceiving me.
Yeah, I love the Candela sound, actually. But, anyways.
Revik hearing an ADS go off,
yep,
that's for sure. Revik will lose that nade. Immediately, actually, it was.
Yeah. So, Lunar Metal here moving in on that Monty. We see Team Cryptic and Co. going to be picking up the diffuser. It's going to be going over to Quantic. May drop it for Lunar Metal or just follow him in.
Oh, he spots it. He tags him. Glaz's pea shooter not going to do an awful lot of damage to the feet. I do believe he tagged him twice there. It might have been 3 times.
Yeah.
But, you know, that lesion, he's down to 10 health now. Sweet Black, not got much left in the tank.
Not looking too healthy at all on the leash. But look, Mantis, they've still got 5 members up. I think it's going to come down to this last 30 seconds.
He's already dropped. And oh no, they've got the drone this time. Oh. Lunar Metal, he's trying to catch it, but Ysera in the meantime already got 2 kills.
Overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed. Look at that. This is some excellent play from Cryptic, managing to take out 4 members of Mantis. Good shooting there. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, the knife from Hysterics! But Ysera will get his 4th kill for that round.
Yeah.
And clean that up.
Yeah, Ysera going big there. And
you can see how many shots he just took just then. Hey,
too strong.
The silenced OTS just does 0 damage unless you can nail that headshot.
Yeah.
But
it worked for them. Look, you know, they put the point on the board there, Team Cryptic. And again, just showing how strong that glass is when you pair it with any sort of a smoke.
That was our first defensive win. No, they were attacking. Cryptic were on the offense. Of course, so well, Cryptic should have had a defensive win at this point.
Well, exactly.
They should have had a defensive win. But 2-2 because of Hysterics' fail earlier. That's what we're going to see. We're going to continue to see more basement here.
Yep. Basement all around.
And for those of you wondering why they keep bashing holes in the walls and then reinforcing over the top of them, it is to help the sound, right? So the reinforcements don't actually negate sound. So if you bunch a hole in the wall and then reinforce over the top of it, the sound comes through the wall, right? So that's how sound works in Rainbow Six Siege, is it doesn't go through solid objects, right? It goes around. So if someone is, say, if someone's, say, on the other side of a wall to you and there's a door to your right, you'll hear them coming from your right. Yeah. Right? Because that's how the sound works. So if you smack a hole in the wall, the sound will come through that hole and you'll be able to hear them a bit better. So they've got it there so they can hear when thermites are being placed onto the wall or even Habanas.
Yep.
So they're able to trick it and keep that wall closed. Right? So that's why they're smacking those holes in the wall.
Yeah, no, it's very, very high level play here that we're seeing. And yeah, you can tell these guys are the best Rainbow Six players in APAC from just the little details like that. Just, you know, removing a bit of sound occlusion in the map so they can, you know, get the bandit charges on a potential Habana. But anyways, thermite or something. But right now, Mantis going to be going with the Glazing once again. They've got Buck and Habana as well. Invitational playing that Ash. Moving down, Team Cryptic. Bit of a standard defense. They've got the mirror and the yellow.
And about that minute mark, you can get all the hatches open. I still think if you drone properly, as a team, you can get all 3 hatches done by about the 40-second mark, safely, right? If you want to do it, if you just want to charge in and do it unsafely, you can get all 3 hatches in about 20 seconds, if it works, if no one's trying to cover it off. As you don't see a lot of roamers. However, I 100% agree that you should be taking your time, droning out, and trying to make sure you don't get taken out by the one time someone's sitting up in bar.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this level of play, just that one, that one pick that the opposing team gets can be enough to snowball a match. That's why we see a lot of drone play at this level, and everything matters. Every last little bit of
Metal on
information.
that Echo, that Yoko drone trying to prevent another plant going down.
Yeah, there we go as Ysera actually. A little bit of trouble, maybe. See some drones coming down. Yokai drone is still alive and around there. Oni-chan.
Oh, he spots him now. Last time Oni-chan was on this glass, he missed so many shots.
Oh, pixel shot. Come on, go for. Oh no! Yes,
oh,
he
can see him. He can see him. Come on, Oni-chan.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes,
there we go. He finally gets
Hey!
it. Oni-chan, after about 4 shots, will finally pick up the head of Ysera there.
It's about time, Oni-chan. Honestly, it's about time. He's almost made up for himself.
He potatoed a lot in their last attacking round. I do believe he put like 2 or 3 clips without hitting anything.
Yep.
Actually had to pull out his pistol to get a kill.
Yeah. Luckily, he hasn't had to do it this time. And Team Cryptic, well, now they're a man down, defending this site. Invitational can be covering that area, looking towards some central stairs.
Yep, the smokes have gone down. Invitational has made his way into sight. He gets cleaned up by Revik, though.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Cryptic, actually, as they do clean up that first attacker pushing in. Neilio looking across towards the bomb. Those smokes are going down as well.
Invitational with that diffuser. Revik comes up huge! And only 3 kills happen. Revik gets all of them, but the plant gets stopped, and that is our first defensive win on that basement.
Look at that. That C4 was just gorgeous there from Revik, and well-deserved win for guys on the Cryptic defense. So there you go. And, well, first defensive win on the basement. Maybe it's just rinse and repeat from now on for Cryptic.
Yeah, well, they do have to defend the bar stockroom at some point here. Or maybe even go upstairs, maybe into cash. I think that would be a good way to go to maybe try and sneak the last round out of Mantis.
Yep.
As I don't think they'll be ready for it.
Throw them off a bit.
Yeah. The cash room is definitely 100% viable, especially with the introduction of Mira. So that could be something they might pick up later. But however, we need to start thinking about this round. That is presuming Cryptic can win this round.
Yes, well, that's exactly it. So Cryptic are going to be on the attack this time. They are going to be going with that Glaz and Ying. They've also got one of the new operators in there, Zofia.
Yep, we haven't seen, unsurprisingly, we haven't seen any Legion on Clubhouse.
So
we did see one Legion yesterday, and he just sat in basement with his action on to try and scare them into thinking they had a roamer. It worked for a little bit, but once they realized,
what was happening, it's just sitting in basement.
Yeah, he did probably waste another 30 seconds just off that ability alone. So there's a fair amount of time investment based off doing nothing different.
Yeah.
So,
actually, did we not see the Legion earlier once in this game? When
no, Legion's very, very common.
Yeah.
On the defense, especially on this map. But Revik up the top here, there was a bit of a bar hold we saw. They are going to piece out and just jump their way down. But, we can see last time there was a minute and they had all 3 hatches open. Nilio has been taken to about half. And at about the 2-minute mark here, we can see only 2 hatches opened. That second hatch was opened by Mantis as they pushed their way back down, though. That was their escape route.
There you go. So right now, Revik just droning down those stairs. He's seeing if he can spot anything. I don't think he saw anyone peeking out, but probably suspects it. So he's going to be taking out this floor, seeing what he can see, getting a bit of a spray down there.
Yep, taking out that camera.
Right.
That's what he was aiming for there. That camera's in that corner.
There you go.
So that's a safe way to take out that camera. This reinforced door, not going to achieve much other than just being a little bit of a nuisance.
Because of these doors here in Clubhouse, really need a bit of...
I think he did actually tag someone with his skeleton key there. Then Fragnade, he is going to move out of the way just in time, though. No kill there for Revik with that frag. It was pretty close, though.
Yeah, Revik going to be moving through. And currently 4 members of Team Cryptic are still alive. They've lost their Zofia at this stage. 1 minute, though, so Cryptic do need to start thinking about moving in.
That's just annoying. Running into the Grismot mine at the top there.
Yeah, that's what Grismot mines are more than anything. It's just annoying.
But that Grismot mine, it's not going to do anything other than slow her down and just annoy her. So they just go, really, I'm running. Why? Like, really? And
yeah.
But yeah. Revik, down to the last 45 seconds here for Cryptic's attack. Oh!
Could be big, could be big. Ysera trying to find those shots. He
Finally
does manage to get it just as Invitational was about to run out of his line of fire there.
Yep.
Good news there for Cryptic.
The smoke nades are going to come out, so they're going to start for this plant. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lunar Metal. Yep, throw out these Candelas. He's actually going to drop the blue hatch. Mira looking the other way. Sweet Black does lose his life for it.
Yeah, there you go. Small Candelas coming out there as well as Lunar Metal pushing further in towards the side. Ysera covering from above. We see Lunar Metal take out the kill on towards Kha'Zix. This is looking good for Team Cryptic. Oni-chan, though, keeps them in it. For Mantis' side, takes one before he goes down. 3 versus 1. Not going to be enough. Lunar Metal takes out Neilio for an attacker's win. Cryptic.
Match point.
Match point.
Yep. 4-2 at this point. Match point for Cryptic. And that was very, very convincing, wasn't it? That was very, very convincing.
Absolutely.
Attack.
Look, and they lost the Zofia coming into it, and they still managed to absolutely just overwhelm Mantis.
Very unfortunate. I think that whole because Lunar Metal was the one who got himself a 3K there, as dropping blue hatch. That could have been prevented by Sweet Black on that mirror, covering the hatch rather than trying to cover off. He was very worried about the oil pit drop down from Garage. So if he, he was Candela'd out, to be fair. But
yeah, it really felt as though the mirror there was caught with his pants down.
Yeah, if Sweet Black had actually managed to put an end to that, nearly Lunar Metal would not have been able to take out that 3K. But Ysera Revik, 8 kills apiece.
Doing work there for Cryptic, absolutely. And no one on the donut, which is good to see.
Very good to see. There's nothing worse than a donut in a LAN event. So, I do believe we did see a breadstick there, which is just 1 kill.
What, yeah, the breadstick.
The breadstick. So I do
believe
we saw
the baguette.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Baguette breadstick. I like that actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have eventually we'll have numbers of all food-based items.
Yeah. Might get a little bit tricky.
If you have any suggestions, guys, please send them to us. But no, so we're going to see Mantis here. They do need to make a successful attack on this bar stockroom site.
Yep.
They didn't, I was contemplating that maybe Cryptic might pull out something different here, but no, they're going to stick to the tried and true. Yeah. Go with the bar stock and just see what they can do with it.
Yeah, I've got the Ella, I've got the Valkyrie here as well. I love that little angle there from Revik up on those stairs.
Yep.
Through.
Just shooting through that little gap.
Beautiful.
It can be very, very annoying to deal with.
And yeah, aside from that, Team Cryptic, pretty standard lineup of operators there on the defense. Mantis not going to be going with the glazing. Of course, they're not attacking the basement. So instead, the Blackbeard and Capitao are the choices. So
yep, going to make his way up into this cash room where he sees the rotate, so he's a little bit worried about that. There is no one upstairs, though. We know that for sure, but they don't. Ooh, opens up just above a Lunar Metal on that smoke.
Yeah, Sweet Black here. Going to be moving around CCTV.
Ooh, Kha'Zix, he's got himself a peak hole thanks to Havana, and that can be very, very strong. Oh, there's actually one just on the other side.
No, he sees the barrel.
Yep, there we go. Revik will drop. That barrel looking upwards will give him away. A flank coming out from, who is that? Ysera. He does manage to pick up the kill. Kha'Zix does drop after a bit of potato. And Ysera, he's actually just going to re-drop down and go back for another flank.
Yeah, that was some very dodgy aim there by Kha'Zix. I thought he might have panicked there, it seemed like, and never managed to keep his crosshair where it needed to be. So Ysera is going to be able to get away from that on the Ella. Lunar Metal, though, full Cryptic picks up another one of the attackers. Another one goes down to Hysterics. That's a 4 versus 2 right now. Mantis not looking too good. Oni-chan and Sweet Black, the last 2 operators remaining. 50 seconds left to make this work. And this is a match point, so if Cryptic win this, they're through to the grand final. Mantis, it's all on the line.
Nade gets cooked. He gets thrown down. Not going to hit anything. And he just manages to miss one. Lunar Metal picks up the head of Oni-chan there. So now it's all up to Sweet Black. He's only got 30 seconds left. And now they know where he is, thanks to that shot.
Yep, 4 versus 1 right now. He does. He should be able to pick up this kill. He does manage to. 1 versus 3, 20 seconds left, so he cannot waste any more time. He needs to go and either find these kills in the next 15 seconds or get that bomb down.
No, there's an Alamine outside. There's a Grismod outside, and Quantic cleans it up. And that is a map. Actually, that's series.
That's it. That's the series. Team Cryptic are going to the grand final, and just like that, Mantis FPS, who headed overseas last year for the Pro League finals, are not going to be going to Montreal.
Yep, they're not going to be represented in Montreal, and Mantis will head home. But Cryptic, their dreams are still alive here off the back of Ysera with 9 kills, Revik with 8, Lunametal and Hysterics with 7 apiece, and Quantic down on that 2.
Yeah, look, fantastic play there from Cryptic, and well, we definitely didn't think this one was going to be a 2-0, but with the way that Cryptic are playing today, they are obviously warmed up. There was none of that, those jitters that we saw in the first game yesterday against Mindfreak. They are on fire.
So
Absolutely.
if you're Mindfreak, you got to be a little bit worried because that was convincing out of Cryptic. And if you're Mindfreak, do you ban Clubhouse?
Oh, that looked really strong there from Cryptic. Honestly, like, I would. I'm not Mindfreak. Mindfreak obviously, pretty comfortable on Clubhouse as well. But after seeing that, I mean, they just didn't drop a beat.
Yeah, every time we've seen Cryptic play Clubhouse, it's been a 5-1 or a 5-2. At what point do you stop taking them to Clubhouse? You've got to look through the stats. 5-1, 5-2. Just ban it. Just take it off the table. They're obviously extremely good at it. Just take it away. It's clearly the best map at this point. For something like Clubhouse is often seen as being such an even map. You're meant to trade. You're meant to trade the rounds back and forth. But that's dominating. They don't do that. So at what point do you ban it away from them and stop trying to take them on Clubhouse?
Well, I think next match is when we'll find out, because that is the grand final next up between the guys on Team Cryptic and Mindfreak. Mindfreak coming into it with a 1-game lead. Are the Aussies going to be able to take out Team Cryptic, or will that Clubhouse domination continue? I think we'll find out very shortly. I'll see you soon, guys.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our APAC Final Invitationals. I am AM Fleet and I am joined of course by Monkey Fist. Monkey, you pumped for our grand final?
I am so excited. The two teams that we thought were going to be the best coming into this tournament are here, and you know it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we have got them all out of the grand final. It is Mindfreak versus Cryptic. It is our grand final. One of these two teams are going to Montreal. They will represent APAC next to Irons, and you can see that this is how they got here. Mindfreak have come in through the upper bracket. Cryptic have been forced down to the lower bracket by Mindfreak, incidentally. And they played each other at the very, very beginning of this tournament, and now they're here again at the end of it. This could be absolutely epic of a matchup. It was very, very tight last time.
It was, I suppose, very strange last time. We saw Mindfreak get off to an amazing start, 8 rounds in a row, a map and a half. Right, and Cryptic weren't able to put anything on the board, but then they made a massive comeback, so that should be exciting.
Absolutely, they did. So having a look at our Mindfreak lineup here, you can see it there. And I think the guy to watch out for at this tournament will be Lusty. He has been such an impact on their team.
He's been amazing. What was it, 2 clutches yesterday, maybe 3?
Yep, two insane clutches. One at the 0-second mark, another one at a 3v1.
Yep.
And both of them at extreme pivotal moments of the game.
Yep. One was to go to match point, one was on match point. He is insane right now.
Absolutely, he is. Meanwhile, on Cryptic's lineup, they have just come off a win against a Mantis. They sent them packing. And I think the person to watch out for here is Ysera. He has done so much work.
Yeah, he's definitely been impressive. He's playing on the Ella, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Ysera has actually also pulled out a bit of Vigil as well.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday, but against Mindfreak, that had no success.
It did. It had 0 success, so you never know. Maybe they might be feeling comfortable enough to pull it out again. But however, that is our that's our teams for our grand final today. Let's talk maps, Monkey.
Well, obviously this is potentially going to 2 best-of-3s, right? So there's going to be 2 separate ban phases, each to go down to 2 lots of different 3 maps. But it's not going to be 2 best-of-3s if Mindfreak managed to bring out the first one. In terms of what they're going to be banning out, I know that Cryptic does not want to face Mindfreak on Chalet again. They got 5-0'd on it yesterday, bit embarrassing. They didn't look like they were a team on that map at all. So
it looked very much like a ranked gameplay, right? It was just solo queue.
Yeah.
They were droning for themselves. They weren't playing as a team, and it really showed in the scoreboard with that 5-0.
Absolutely demolished on that map, and like it wasn't even close rounds at all. So
it wasn't. It was a demolishing. So moving forward from that, Clubhouse. Cryptic, on the other hand, from that, Clubhouse has been their map. They have been unstoppable on this map. They've only dropped a total of 3 rounds.
Wow.
And on Clubhouse so far, I think Mindfreak should be banning that away.
Yep, they definitely do look scary on it. I think Mindfreak probably knew that going into this, and that's probably why we didn't see it in their matchup yesterday. A border is something we did see yesterday, so, you know...
Yes, it was the
comeback.
Was the second.
Yeah, it was the comeback from Cryptic.
Yeah.
They were down 4-1, and, you know, they'd only won one round, and Mindfreak had 9 to their name. They were about to go home, and they were able to dig deep. Are they going to want to play it again? I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, that's. I think we will be seeing border, maybe possibly as the decider. The other map we need to talk about, I think, is Cafe. We saw them play it yesterday. It was exceptionally close. Mindfreak did actually end up winning that by the narrowest of margins.
Yep.
Like it went all the way to 11 rounds.
Yeah.
So, do you think we're going to be seeing Cafe out of these two teams again?
Well, I think, I don't know. You can't really tell, like, if the team was actually just playing bad at that point, or if there's something fundamentally wrong with how they play and then the other team choked. So, like, with Cafe, Mindfreak were about to go 4-0 down until Lusty clutched and managed to bring it to the 6-5 win. So, if they can replicate that again, I don't know if they gonna want to go to Cafe, just in case something does go south and maintains going down.
All right, and let's find out exactly what they've picked here, as we will have it up on screen. There you go. We're seeing Skyscraper for the first time. You've been looking forward to this map all tournament.
I would have loved a Coastline instead, but I'm fine with Skyscraper. I suppose for Mindfreak, there's not really much of Team Cryptic playing Skyscraper. However, Mindfreak got absolutely demolished on Skyscraper by Mantis, who Team Cryptic just beat. Not on that map though, but yeah, I would be a bit worried for Mindfreak if I was them.
Yep, absolutely. And Mindfreak have picked up a border here. I don't think anyone's really surprised about that. And Cafe is our decider. It was our decider last time, and it was a nail-biter.
Oh, no.
You know, by the good graces of Lusty, Mindfreak manages to pull that forward.
Yep.
So we'll have to see whether or not, if that's going to be as exciting as what it was last time.
I hope so.
I really hope so as well. And now, this is a 3 best of 3. This is technically number 2. Like series number 2.
Yep.
Mindfreak, they have picked up the win in the winners bracket final, so that was series number 1. This is series number 2. If Mindfreak wins this best of 3 series, they are going to Montreal, and that is it. If Cryptic wins this best of 3 series, we do play one more series. So, but that will be after this, and that is if Cryptic picks up this series. So we could potentially have even more after this.
Yep, potentially a true best of 2.
True best of 3.
Yeah.
A true best of 3 we could have. But, you know, Skyscraper, this is a map we haven't seen. We've actually said, we were talking about it this morning. We haven't seen it. We could potentially see it. We know it's a strong map.
Yep.
What do you expect to see out of it here?
We're definitely going to be seeing, you know, that the Geisha room being strongly contested on the top floor for the first bomb site, Tea Room and Karaoke.
Yep.
We're probably going to see Work Office as well.
Yep.
I think Cryptic might like the Barbecue as their second choice.
That barbecue, that third site, the Barbecue, it's not unplayable.
No,
right?
it's not.
But the hold is very similar to the hold of top floor of Geisha and Tea, right? And Tea and Karaoke, sorry. So, you know, you hold that Geisha room, you pop that hatch, and you really heavily hold that room.
Yep.
So it's very, very similar to that top floor. But on the downside, it's also the same attack.
Yeah, so a practice team would do it a bit easier. I suppose maybe like for some pushes into Geisha room, it involves going below. So they could really hard hold the Geisha room without letting them get in below, because, you know, if they get in below, they're practically on the bomb side.
Yeah, and that's it. So a lot of vertical play on Skyscraper, which is great to see, particularly since it's not a very vertical map inherently. So, you know, we'll have to see. We're going to see some congestion around, as they are going Karaoke Tea Room. We will probably see some congestion around that Barbecue Kitchen.
Yep.
As they do try to fight for the greater control of Geisha as well. Mindfreak on the defense first. They have this is Cryptic's map, so Mindfreak do get to choose what side they go on. They have picked defense, and we'll have to see how this plays into it.
Yeah, it's fairly common to pick defense up first. You know, because then you can just sit back and the onus is on the attackers. You know, you have to react, not, you know, start off by doing something. And that's, you know, sometimes where you get a bit nervous.
Yeah, but Mindfreak are also known to play extremely aggressively.
Yeah, and we can see the Valkyrie picked up. Definitely a few Valkyrie cameras out on the balconies, out on the catwalks out there.
Absolutely, and that mirror that is an absolute staple of this hold.
Yep. So I'm wondering if Mindfreak are going to be using that bandit over in Gateship Room to try and bandit trick, make sure no one's getting in. Ace is going to toss out a Valkyrie camera for sure. Oh, I like that.
Yep, up on the top there. That's going to give him great control of that northwestern balcony side, up near the, I do believe it's up near Tea Room, that door.
Look at that, and that's something I've never seen. So I wouldn't really be planning on checking there, looking for Valkyrie cameras. It's nice and well hidden. I think Rizraz has been droned out.
Yep, Ysera has caught sight of him. Rizraz, not feeling too comfortable, is going to try and make his way around as well. Hysterix is trying to wait for him, but Rizraz, of course, has pieced out. No, he's actually going through to maybe contest it again.
No, he's pushed back, and I think Aces might be nearby to help support him. They are surrounding these players down on the bottom floor.
They jumped in.
Oh, Aces
just misses it out. Rizraz and Aces are in so much trouble, and I don't think they realize exactly how much trouble they're going to be in here.
The saving grace for them is they're going to have a lot of vertical support from their teammates. Ooh.
Yeah, and he just misses out on that one as well. He gets tagged in the back. They need to be extremely careful. They're both caught behind here. Magnet picks up the first kill on a Revic, but Hysterix trades Rizraz straight back. So Ace is here on just a slither of health. He is surrounded again. He looks away at just the wrong moment. He's not too sure what he wants to do. He finally gets pushed in by Hysterix. And that's the two roamers cleaned up.
Yep, so Magnet helping them from above. Was only able to get one before the two roamers were traded out. That is not a good deal here for Mindfreak unless... Well, that's a downed player.
Yep, he's not aware of it. As they don't get the... Ooh, that flashbang. As they don't get the point scoring coming up, so they're not aware that he's downed. However, as the stairwell will be contested, they will be able to pick him back up.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more vertical play here from Mindfreak from Karaoke. Oh, sorry, from Tea Room. Can open up that floor right down into Restaurant. So it's looking a bit dire here for Mindfreak. They're 4-2 down in terms of the player count. A minute to go on the clock. Lusty and King's going to have to try and dig deep if they want to take this first round.
Yes, they do. Well, Lusty has been the clutch master for this tournament. So we will have to see what he can pull out, whether or not he can come up huge again for them. And Hysterix looking like he might be trying to go for the plant on this B bomb site here.
Well, he doesn't have the diffuser. That's in Quantic's hands. He might be coming to join him, or they're just, getting a few more angles. I think he might be joining him.
Yeah, well, that is the most, where most teams choose to plant the diffuser.
Yep.
Well, Kings will be flashed out here. He does get double flashed. He's trying to put a couple of shots through. He's finally jumped in. Kings is going to get taken out by Hysterix. Lusty has found one. Lusty has found a second. Hysterix put an end to that rampage, though. And Cryptic, 1-0.
Yeah, so that was a very nice push there from Cryptic all round. They completely destroyed the roamers on the bottom floor. They only lost one for it. One was downed, but, suddenly it's a 4-on-2 thanks to those roamers going down and their support with Magnet. And, it's pretty much just a trade fest from there and you've won the round.
Absolutely, it was. That was clean by them. The roamers unfortunately fell without getting too much done for Mindfreak. However, now it is Mindfreak's turn to attack. We're seeing a Zofia Ashe combo coming out of them.
Yeah, well, it definitely does work. We've got the Buck as well, Habana, plenty of frag, and Twitch, plenty of fragging power on all those operators, and also plenty of destruction. So what we saw last time Mindfreak played this map against Mantis was they were trying to come in from below and getting absolutely demolished by their roamers. I wonder if Cryptic are going to try and emulate that.
That would be the way for them to go, I think, here. Whether or not they're, we saw Mindfreak try to emulate it as well.
Yeah.
But their roamers just did not go to plan.
Well, the roamers got absolutely surrounded. I think Aces or Magnet getting one from the stairs was, more than they probably could have hoped for from how they were pushing.
Yep, I agree with that as well. That they were just surrounded, and it was a full team condensing on the roamers there, and that's really how you have to deal with it. As a full team, you don't start trying to open up this and do that. No, you just hunt those roamers. If you're going to commit to it as a team, do it.
Yeah, and then it's so much easier to get the trade down. You're not leaving some opponents untraded, which that can bite you in the ass.
Absolutely, it can, and it's nice to see Cryptic playing as a team, because this is our biggest criticism of them yesterday.
Yep.
Is they looked like they weren't playing as a team, but you can see here acting as an absolute 5-man unit and really taking the fight to Mindfreak so far.
Yep. Rizraz pushing in slowly. All those cameras already taken out. Aces still taking advantage of that Twitch deduction in Zaps hasn't gone through yet.
No, it hasn't. As, still currently has those 15 shots, but Lusty coming around. He's doing a massive run around here.
Yeah, so he's opened up that window. I wonder what kind of push Mindfreak are setting up for. I don't think they're trying to get in below as much as they were last time.
Are they?
Or the
are
drones
they just
are coming
going to do
out.
a T-room push, maybe?
Yeah,
like just ignore
we've got a mirror
karaoke
down here. Cheeky from Aces. I don't think he spotted out his Sarah, but he has now.
He stared. The tags from Twitch, just trying to be a little bit annoying. Aces on that Twitch. He is a master Twitch player.
The assistant.
Yep, just tags him up a little bit just to try and be annoying. It's not like he's not hoping to achieve anything with it. He just wants to be annoying. Yeah,
I really like King's play here. He's just chilling. He's not pushing, holding the angle, waiting for the rest of his teammates to get into position, and that's when he's going to start to be useful.
Absolutely, just making sure that... Oh, he saw someone cross. He's going to open up that mirror wall. He does know someone crossed, though, so he's going to tighten back that angle and wait until he can push through. Aces, though, going to drone up for him. Gets that Grismont mine taken out.
Yeah, we hear it go out, and it's instantly taken out there by Aces. He can't get to the second mirror, though.
But, yeah, as soon as they heard that Twitch drone go off, it was just a matter of just looking for that Twitch drone, because they could not allow that mirror to go down.
Yeah, well, there's a minute to go, and it's still a 5-on-5. Lunar Metal's lost a small amount of HP, or probably about half. It's got to be explosive final minute.
It definitely will be. 5-on-5 is definitely not what you see very often, but Mindfreak, they haven't made a lot of progress on the map. They're all still sitting outside. They haven't managed to take control of any meaningful ground here.
Oh, and we do see one down. Hysterics.
Yep, and they just can't see him. Magnet walks across 2 goo mines. He's going to have to pull them out. That's going to be frustrating for him.
Yep, and he's got one on his flank. I think Magnet might be dead. Yep. Lusty is aware, but he can't get it.
Comes up huge with a double kill there. Rizraz does take out Hysterics. He's walking into a bandit wall. Aces also finds Lunar Metal. Aces gets himself a second kill as Quantic drops Kings. Will also drop Revrix, and now it's all up to Ysera on a slither health. Kings takes him out as well, and Mindfreak pull out the second round here. 1-1.
Wow, that was some pretty impressive plays there from Mindfreak. Just getting those frags on the board. As I said, it was explosive.
Yep. It really was. Those frags came in very, very quickly once they started, and they didn't stop.
Yep. And yeah, King's smart plays. He knew that Ella was on the stairs. Retreats. He's got the tight angle. He just has to hold it.
Yeah, 2 attack wins so far.
Yeah, I feel like that is normally how Skyscraper plays out. It is a bit harder to win on defense.
Yeah, you don't think it... You don't think that if someone actually wins a defense on that upstairs, you think that that's a sign of...
Oh, it's not that defender-sided.
You think it's more attack-sided?
Oh, sorry, it's not that attacker-sided, sorry, but it is slightly attacker-sided.
Okay, so Hysterics there on 4 kills. Lunar Metal and Revic both repping that donut. And Cryptic, they definitely have, you know, an uneven kill score opposed to Mindfreak.
Yeah, well, Mindfreak have all pitched in so far. I don't know. I'm fine with them just now. You know, they've got on the board. It's not like there's 8 rounds already.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
Yeah.
And the mirror does go down. We're going to see Kings will sit behind that and try and trick it.
Yeah, that's what he was doing last round, but it wasn't to great effect. And also, he got pushed out way too easily by the Hibana. Just 2 flashbangs, and he wasn't even ADS ready for her to push in.
Yeah.
He needs to be ready. Needs to be able to take that shot immediately.
Absolutely, he does. It's just a little bit, you know, they're still trying to set up, trying to make sure they have these C4 holes being thrown around. I'm a big fan of a mirror being placed on that wall.
Yeah.
And then you open up T-room. Like you shotgun out the T-room, the karaoke wall. No, not the karaoke wall, the geisha wall. That's the one
into geisha. I knew what you were saying.
Yeah,
but your words
you knew what I meant,
sense.
Monkey. That was. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that mirror, and you can hold the whole of geisha like that.
Yep.
It's really, really strong. Put an ACOG behind that. And
oh, he's just resetting himself. Wonder where he lost all his HP from, though.
He must have been spawn peaked.
Yeah.
He must have been spawn peaked.
But yeah, you can tell by our calls that we haven't casted Skyscraper in a while.
Yeah, it generally gets banned away in APAC.
Yeah.
Not as strong as some of the more stable maps.
Yeah.
The original map, should I say. The only DLC map that's quite popular is, of course, Border.
Yeah. Lusty just spots that drone out from above. Just a quick tap on that one. But 1:45 to go. Still no frags coming on out. And I don't think Mindfreak is trying to do as big of a roam this time.
Kings. He's getting, yeah. They're definitely not going for it. That roam did struggle them last time.
And I don't think they had the mirror there last time, did they?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did?
It got popped, though.
Well, at least he's using it this time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it got popped. He had to move
yeah,
out.
they got forced out from below. Rizraz getting a bit nosy on these stairs. He's gone very low himself. He's going to push over to Drum instead. See what he can find over here.
And even with very, very, very little health, he's still getting aggressive here. You know, should he just go back to site and try and get reset? Or Magnet takes a bit of a tag as well. As Ysera looks like he's going to try and come around at the back, but not. He's thinking about going up those stairwells.
Yep, lots of destruction on this floor, but Magnet
through the floor will find a buck, and that is Revik. I'm going to sit down Rizraz. He's still sitting on these stairs. However, I think someone's aware of it because they are holding it. I do think that's Ysera. As, yep, he's going to get ready to throw those concussion mines. He can't see anything. Ysera cleans up the easy kill onto Rizraz.
Yep, that low HP, it just needed one bullet and he was gone. And the C4 from Lusty comes on out, but Ysera's not even there anymore.
Yep, he just pieced. He got the kill and just left. There was no point for him to stick around. He knew it, and that C4 was pointless. Aces, though, finds the head of Luna Metal, and Hysterix is going to start pushing his way in.
Ooh, Hysterix looking the wrong way. Oh,
whoa! Through the wall! Hysterix will find the head of Kings there. Lusty will put an end to that, though, and take him out. Aces also finds Context. Now we're all up to Ysera. And he's only got 5 seconds left. He's going to go on the site, get down. Magnet takes him out. And that is going to be the first defensive round going over to Mindfreak at 2-1.
Yeah, that was a very good time delay from Mindfreak. Or maybe it was just Team Cryptic wasting too much time downstairs. Once their buck was taken out, they didn't seem to know what to do.
Yeah, well, the buck didn't seem to accomplish that much either while they were setting it up. It was
a double-edged sword biting them back.
Yeah, it was just... like, they took so long to try and open up the floor to try and get these picks. They just needed to... You know, the call should have been made that, you know, you only have a minute left. If you're still trying to open the floor to get picks, then you need to sort of start thinking about that plant opposed to trying to get that pick.
Yeah, when you say thinking about that plant, though, what else can they do? They could just funnel in through one window, I suppose, and just get lined up on.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose their whole strategy, like, I don't think the strategy is planned for picks. It is, you know, opening up certain portions of the bomb site.
Well, do you think they were interested in going up those, the western stairs, or the northern stairs, should I say?
I don't think so. I think, like, towards the end, they all tried to enter from outside. Yeah, but just got shut down.
Yeah. So you think it was going to be like a karaoke push in the very end there?
Yeah.
Try and clear out that room and then get the plant in there.
Yeah, but I think they just weren't able to win their gun battles. Rizraz, you know, he did die quite easily on those stairs, but yeah, it was just denying Cryptic getting up into advantageous positions, losing fights through the floor. That's what I don't like about bucking from below. You're always at the advantage when you're above.
Yes.
Like, it's much easier to aim down than up. So, yeah, it's a bit dangerous. You know, you got to be pretty ballsy to try that one.
Yes, you really do. Or confident. And that oh, look at that.
There we go. That's the mirror you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the hole that I was talking about. But that mirror that's downstairs, that's facing the stairwell, is very odd to me. I don't know what they're actually hoping to achieve with that mirror.
They're just not going to let anyone into the kitchen down there. It's just going to be hard held, I reckon. Look, we've got Quantic in there. We've got Sarah over by to help on out. Just make sure they can't come up these stairs, and also maybe just overall vision into the restaurant area.
And Rizraz, he's thinking of entering in through the delivery room. And he will back out instead, as there is a lot of Cryptic members here.
Yep, we got 3 downstairs at the moment. And Rizraz is by himself. This is what we saw Mindfreak do against Mantis, which didn't really work out full stop.
A bit more of solo play, that's what they've been doing. They were pushing from 5 different directions, and Mantis punished them for it. And, you know, they need to work as this team if they do want to be able to take down Cryptic here.
Indeed.
Hysterix finds the first kill. Magnet will lose his head. And King is still holding the same angle he was holding last round as well. Open up that wall quite predictably and keep holding it as...
Ooh, they've dropped the mirror as well this time.
Yep. So they're getting ready for it. flashbangs come out. I do believe Kings' angle is being held off the side as well, so I don't think he'll be able to jump through that early.
Oh, they've got to be careful of one on the stairs. Can't quite see who that is. I think it might be the Legion.
Tag. He walks into a Goon Mine. He keeps trying to put the shots down there. And Hysterics comes up and frags Rizraz. Lunametal will take out Aces as well.
Now 5-on-2. They're going to have to step up big. Lusty and Kings. Well, now just Lusty as it's a 1-on-5. He's good, but he's not that good.
Nah.
As
and a flawless round there by Cryptic.
So what went different that time?
Mind Freak just... Their collapse didn't work. Like, they wanted to surround the bomb sites and just put pressure from every single side, and it did not work. They lost their gun battles, and that's really what they came down to. If that's your strategy, to try and divide the map up to a whole bunch of different 1v1s, you need to win your gun battles, because you don't have the refrag, you don't have the droning, you don't have the teamwork that's going to go with it. You can't pincer them like that. It comes down to just 5 1v1s, and Mind Freak lost every single one there.
Yep, for me it was I think that mirror downstairs didn't get popped this time by the Twitch drone, and when that happened, you know, Cryptic weren't so prone to giving it up and going back upstairs, and you know, that play from the stairs by Hysterics, it's going insane. Was that
Hysterics 8 frags?
4K that last round.
Yep. It was a 4K for him indeed, and we're still seeing a Revic on that donut though. Yep.
Well. You know, maybe he just takes a bit to get going into this match.
Yep.
Bit of nerves, maybe.
Yep, and Hysterics looking to try and prove himself after an interesting round in Clubhouse last game.
Yep.
Where he, you know, failed at he stopped defusing the diffuser.
Yeah, well, I think it was just
a 1 versus 0.
Just bad communication.
So.
You know, he might not even have the versus oh, that's interesting. Versus notifications up. He didn't know that the Glads was dead and the call didn't come and something like that. But yeah, in the end they won. He'll be happy with that. But that was a throw and a half.
Yeah, definitely looking to try and prove himself back though with these 8 kills.
Yep. But kills aren't everything in a game like Rainbow.
No, they're not. It is the win that's the big thing here. Like it's the win. It doesn't matter how you achieve that win, as long as you win.
But yeah, we've got a pretty interesting setup from Mind Freak. They've completely opened the wall facing out onto the balcony on the south-hand side of the building. So, and they've got mirrors, I believe, probably an exhibition then, so they can play it from range, shoot through the wall, make sure no one can get into that bomb site.
Yep, that is how they're going to be holding it. And maybe some aggressive runouts coming out of this workshop. Because I do believe there's a rotate hole just on the other side of this castle. Oh, they actually see the mirror. Yep, there it is. So they can get some extremely aggressive plays off that if they so wish. And it looks like Revic's going to try and open this dragon statue. Whoa, whoa, what a shot from Ysera. Rizraz peeks him and Ysera makes him pay for it. And now Revic's going to go for it and try and open it.
Ysera should not be winning that duel right there. He was un-ADS'd. Rizraz with a slight potato, I'd say. King's getting pushed though, but and Ysera's going to get punished for that one.
And Kings just needs to play a little bit patient here, I think. He's going to go check his run out. Magnet does find Hysterics. Quantic trades him straight back though. So 3 versus 3 right now. The health advantage actually fairly even as both Kings and Revic are about half health.
Yeah, Revic missed a few shots just then. I'm going to set up a Claymore, of course. I wonder what the rest of their push is entailing. Judging from how they're setting up, they're still surrounding. They haven't really committed to pushing from one angle or another.
Yep, I think they're going to try and go through this dragon wall. And that will be the way they go. Aces, however, he needs to come back through. He's going to bust down that drum door and actually back out to try and get the freak out.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice shot by Revic.
Yeah, you really don't want to pull down a wall and go through it immediately afterwards. That's just suicide. They're going to hear it. He's going to pull it down, wait for them to forget about it, and then move. Oh, he's coming from the stairs.
Lunametal finds Lusty, though, and Kings trades back onto Revic. So 2 versus 2. This is going pretty closely so far.
Indeed. And 30 seconds to go. Where are these attackers pushing from? I think they might be getting ready to jump in through the window. Oh, we have one on site. Trying to attack this mirror, uses the Ying device. Kings is not flashed up.
Candelas. So Kings is the last one left as Aces has been dropped. Kings is not quite sure what he wants to do. He's tagged Lunametal to the floor. Oh, the TK from Quantic, but he makes up for it as he gets Kings in the end. I'm not quite sure what Quantic was thinking here.
He just wanted to look flashy.
Oh! Tried to go for the wall bang.
He's
and
like,
he
no,
walked in front of him.
I want the 1v1. Let me take a 1v1.
Oh, that was unfortunate, but Cryptic do pick up the win. And now 3-2. They are in the lead here.
Kings didn't really use that mirror too well, did he?
No. He kept trying to shoot through it.
Yeah, and then a bit of hip fire action too. He dodged those Candelas nicely.
Yeah, he really did. And here you go. He called it. Cryptic might take this barbecue. And I'm always wrong, but you're always right, it seems, Monkey.
You know, I know what I'm talking about. I wish the same could be said for you, mate.
Oh, God. I noticed you've been trying to give some tips to Gogo on how to roast me.
Yeah, I did. All of production just cracked up laughing.
Yeah.
That was great. But yeah, Cryptic favouring this barbecue kitchen side of the bomb site. So yeah, you only really have to kind of defend the one side of the building in this kind of setup. You don't have to really know as much about the other side of the building, although, you know, I'm sure these players know these maps better than the back of their own hands. Yeah,
they really need. Well, they should, right? Like this is what they get to do, right? It's your job to know these maps. But Ace is here going to be checking in, trying to look for these roamers. He does see the hole in the wall, and he hears the footsteps. He's going to stand still. Like a T-Rex, though, as long as you stand still, no one can notice you, and he gets killed up as soon as he moves.
So that's how you play Twitch, is it?
Yep, you just stand still and wait for people to run over you. Seriously, I've gotten away with that so much. As soon as you hear someone coming, you just stop, they run over the top of you, and away you go. Ysera, though, finds the head of Kings. That is the Ash being taken off the board for Mindfreak very early.
They knew where he was, and the Twitch drone knew exactly where he was, but they weren't able to capitalize. Wonder if they've got an idea on how to push this, and I think Ysera's been pushed off those stairs.
Yep. He's going to be placed through. There is that bandit sitting up in the top. Lunar Metal going to be having quite a job to do as he gets forced in. He was thinking about trying to bandit it, but he abandons his mirror and it gets taken out by Aces there. However, Aces now is without a drone. However, they do force him out, which is the good news of that.
Yeah, that was nice and sneaky. Good play there. Either go for one or go for the other, mate.
Yep, Lunar Metal, he loses both.
Yeah, and then in the end he gets neither.
Yeah, he tries to go for the big play, but he gets neither. As he did lose both. Rizraz going for a couple of shots there at, I think that was Ysera. However, they do have Hysterics on the drum room as well, actually. Oh, Lunar Metal finds a big kill onto Aces. Ysera finds Magnet as well on that flank. This is collapsed for Mindfreak.
Yep, Rizraz trying to go for the refrag. He's not ready.
Ysera hears him, gets the pre-fire, so it's all up to Lusty in a 1v5. We've seen some 1v3s, no 1v5 just yet. Lusty's going to get caught reloading. Ysera cleans him up.
He has been shift Wing all over this place.
Ysera, he is playing this, he's playing this, Ella like an absolute fluke master, I tell you.
Oh, you're so cringe.
And
he's playing this Ella amazingly.
He really is. He really is.
But we do have Cryptic.
He was everywhere.
Yeah.
As you said, he was everywhere. He's killing people upstairs, and all of a sudden he's getting a frag from walking up a stairwell, and then he's on the other side of the map, and then he does a rotate and manages to get him back on. Like, it was just, he really just ran everywhere, didn't he?
And the Mindfreak push there was super dumb. Super dumb. Like, you're just trying to take on top of where they're holding rather than pushing from the other side of the map. Like, when the bomb sites are up there, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Right, so why would you do it when the bomb site's below, but they're defending it like it's on top?
Yep.
But it has to be said, Team Cryptic match point right now.
They could. This is very strong for them, and I guess this is why we haven't seen Mindfreak take a skyscraper map yet, is because Cryptic is just looking so much stronger than they are on them.
Yeah, I don't think Mindfreak's strategies on skyscraper are fully fleshed out just yet.
No, it doesn't.
It's not played much.
It doesn't look that way, does it? It does not look that way, because they've just been... They've been a little bit lost on their attacks. The defenses are getting pulled apart as well.
Yep. I think it's more of just in the ANZ scene, like it's not played as much because no one wants to learn it, because, you know, you can just do the maps that they do know. And unfortunately, Cryptic are a lot stronger on them.
Yeah, it does seem like Cryptic have gotten these DLC maps down a pat so far. Mindfreak still just more comfortable on the standard maps. But
it ain't over yet.
It ain't over yet. That fat lady's still only just warming up.
Indeed. So, nice teamwork there of Revik and Hysterics getting in below. Gonna start.
Oh, that was a quick kill by Hysterics. Kings drops.
Was that through the floor?
We both just had the same thought there, didn't we? As Rizraz trades him straight back, though, Hysterics isn't going to be able to get... Oh, it must have been through the hatch.
Yeah, well, there's that no hard
there's
breach.
his body, so it was through the hatch. Yeah. And we're going to see Revik here start opening up some of these downstairs flooring. As you said before, though, it's easier to shoot down than it is up.
Yeah. It's easier to get to cover from above than it is from below.
Yes. And last he has found another one. Revik drops through the floor.
Punished again.
No more buck. It's the second time he's been picked up by that. And 4 versus 3. Mindfreak looking to be in a bit of a stronger position right now. And they could potentially keep their hopes and dreams alive on this map.
Indeed. So what's the plan now? They've got Ash, Zofia. They're just going to have to push into sight. They just want to win these gun battles, use these utilities like the flashbangs.
He flashes and then just goes onto his drone. So there was actually one below that window. If he jumped straight in, it would have been right.
And he would have been fully flashed up as well because it was right on top
right on top of him. I believe he actually took damage from it hitting him. But he didn't hear that because he went on his drone. He didn't hear the scream.
Well, there's plenty of time for them to suss out where these defenders are, try and get the frags on them.
Magnet has had to move. He's afraid of being flashed and knifed on. He's holding quite the angle. And he's trying to keep peeking. The pre-fire goes down. Nothing quite hits. Magnet has to reload that SMG-11. The flashbang does actually get him. The second one gets him. He's going to pop his smoke, though, and keep himself clear. No, he walks straight through it. Lunar Metal takes the bit of damage. Manages to go through. Lusty with the C4, though, will trade him straight back out. So now we are a 2 versus 3. Rizraz off on the flank. They do have Diffuser on site, though. No, Quantic actually managed to pick it up. And... how are they going to try and push this out?
I'd say he's probably going to try and go for the plant in just a moment, and I think Rizraz is going to punish him hard as soon as he does.
Jumped his way in. They're hearing the pre-fire going for it. Quantic tries to hit it through. He's now in front of this. Oh, he managed to pick up Lusty. Quantic can still be shot in the back. Why aren't they trying to wallbang him? Rizraz has managed to take him out, though. And that is Habana getting down. Aces picks that up, and that is a round going to Mindfreak, and they keep their hopes and dreams alive in map number 1.
You are so wrong. That was Zofia. Because she was downed as the last person alive.
Oh, right, it was Zofia.
And it looked like Zofia as well. You should have brought your glasses, mate. Or do you want to borrow mine?
Yeah, but I left my glasses in Brisbane.
Mindfreak are still alive in this. 1 away from overtime.
They certainly are. And they've been in this position before and won the map. So this isn't over yet. This is a very familiar spot for Mindfreak at this point.
Yep, Team Cryptic must be having some flashbacks to yesterday. At least it has been more back and forth than it was yesterday, rather than, you know, Mindfreak winning the first half of the series, Cryptic winning the second half of the series, and then it came down to the penalty shootout and overtime.
Yes. And it just so happens that Mindfreak are on that with a little bit more accuracy. However, yeah, this has definitely been a lot of a closer map. However, the rounds that Cryptic have won, they have won very, very convincingly. But the rounds that Mindfreak have won have been quite close. Yeah.
That being said, we were saying the same thing about Cafe yesterday, if I recall.
Yes, it was. Cryptic were much stronger on the ones they won. The ones where they got the lead, they ran away with it, where the ones that Mindfreak won were much, much closer.
5 seconds to
Indeed.
And this setup going downstairs, they're seeing a couple of reinforcements being placed down to defend that kitchen.
Yep.
Same mirror goes back out
same
again.
mirror. I think, well, they've got no
Has
Twitch
that mirror
this time.
been effective so far? Do you think that mirror's been effective?
Last time they did it and it didn't get popped, they won the round, I think, in a clean sweep, so...
But was that because of that mirror, though?
It
like,
was. Cause and effect.
100%. And,
But, yeah, Mindfreak have no Twitch this time as a direct counter to any of these mirrors.
Yeah.
So they might have to kind of counter these different
force their way through.
Yeah, I hope they've got a different strategy for how they want to take either below or maybe even pushing from the top.
Yep, and Ace's drone there, seeing exactly what's going on downstairs.
Yep, giving him lots of information. Oh, that's a nice LM1.
Yeah, no one would spot that, 100%. Unless you spot him throwing it, you're not going to see that. And they're finally going to start trying to get into here. 1 minute down on the clock. Kings has already made his way into Terrace. Just going to be holding that drum room angle, making sure he doesn't get peeked.
Yeah, and he just checks that the mirror's there. Yes, it is. So he knows he's contending with what he has had to the last couple of rounds.
Yep.
Do you reckon Mindfreak is just going to ying and go for the plant?
I think they kind of need to. Like, they're not going to push out bottom floor. We know that. They're not going to be able to do it. So it looks like their plan at this point is to try and ignore it and just go for the attack. The Thatcher comes out. It does. Oh, Rizraz manages to pick up Hysterics there. And Lunar Metal trying to look like he's going to try and go for a refrag here, but nothing's going to come of it. Ysera sitting on that stairwell as well, watching that window.
Yeah, Rizraz doesn't want to challenge this geisha room thanks to that long angle mirror there. I don't want to do that either.
Nah, yeah, I always feel hard trying to like it's so difficult trying to contest that mirror. And like you just need to put pressure on him, open it up from the other side if you can, and away you go. But well, from underneath.
Ooh, Quantic trying to get the flank onto Kings there, allows the Yellow to get back to site, but he's been tagged up plenty for it. Probably not worth it in that regard, but you know, Quantic was trying to be a bit sneaky, but was spotted out in the end.
Absolutely. 45 seconds left. It's going to come down to quite an explosive round. Quantic, though, as you said, he's extremely low. There's no...
Yeah, Rizraz stand up and dodge a few bullets just then.
Yep. He's got his dancing feet on. Ysera trying to put all the rounds into it. Revik picks up a C4 kill on the Lusty. Quantic will find the head of Lusty, and a Lunar Metal takes out Aces. So it makes it a 2 versus 4 here, and that attack falls apart very, very quickly as they try to bust their way through. Ysera, he emptied his entire mag into that window.
Yep. And
it does find Kings. It is up to Rizraz. He gets the knife, and a Lunar Metal trades him straight back. Map number 1 there goes to Cryptic, a 5-3.
So yeah, Mindfreak just ran out of ideas. They had no idea on how they could challenge this top floor Cryptic hold, that bottom floor Cryptic hold. So they decided, let's just, you know, ying up, rush in, try and go for the plant, and that did not work. Ultimately, that was to their demise.
Absolutely, and yeah, it's just they looked a little lost, didn't they? They looked a little lost. They looked like they weren't quite 100% certain how they wanted to attack that. Maybe they hadn't thought they were going to deal with it there. And look, Hysteric's 9 kills. Wow.
Well, he was on 8 at one point, so he only got one more.
He only got one more after the, like, was it round 3? He was on 8?
Oh, something like that.
Sorry, like everything. He only got one more kill after that. But Cryptic take 1-0 up currently in this best of 3. This could come down. We could actually realistically see Cryptic take this best of 3 off Mindfreak.
Well, I also want to point out this is the first map Cryptic have won against Mindfreak that's not gone to overtime. The 2 yesterday, Border and Cafe, both went to overtime. Oh, Border, the only map they did win, went to overtime.
100%. And I think this is the first map that Mindfreak has actually dropped that hasn't been in overtime.
Yes.
Yes. So, you know, we are going to see one more map here, at least on a Border. That is going to be Mindfreak's pick. They're definitely more comfortable on this than what they are on Skyscraper.
Yeah, we saw them stretch out to a massive lead, 4-1 yesterday, and, you know, just throw it away. They lost 5 rounds in a row after that.
Yeah, that's actually, that is true, right? Like, they started very, very strong on it, picked up the first 3.
Yep.
Then, you know, Cryptic obviously picked up 1, then Mindfreak picked up another 1. So we went to 4-1, and then the Mind Throw came out, and they actually ended up losing the map.
Yeah, it was...
So Cryptic actually beat them on Border.
Yeah, you know, they have the potential to pull out a 5-0 as we just saw them yesterday pick up 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, Mindfreak, how does that play out for them when you re-pick the map you lost against the team again?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to be saying something like, you know we can do this. We've done it yesterday. We got 4-1 up. You know, we just went a bit silly. Let's just concentrate on it. Let's play seriously.
Yep, not fall into that tilt. And we have heard from, you know, the players themselves and, you know, the admins that were sitting behind them exactly how tilted they were.
Yeah.
And it was loud how tilted they were. So, however, Cryptic, they're on the defense at first. They will be defending this Armory, Lockers, and Archives room. I don't think that's really a surprise though.
Yeah, you know, 95% of the games probably go top floor. You know, if you go on downstairs, it's more of to throw a wrench in the works, or you are not going to be going Armory, Lockers, Archives at all, similar to how Irons play this.
Yes. That is true. Irons take the 2 downstairs defensive sites. Well, 2 of the 3. They take the Ventilation Workshop as their first and Customs as their second. So, whether or not we'll see any of that shenanigans come out.
I like that idea, just doing something off meta and just bossing it. Like,
yep. Bossing it.
Bossing it.
Yep. And seeing, you know, just putting that other team on the back foot a little bit. Just, you know, because when it's not... When you're so comfortable in something like a map like Border...
It's fast. Oh, no, Lusty's chickened out.
Yeah, he's not going to commit to the rush. He's not going to commit to the rush. Nor Orango would have done it.
I wonder if maybe someone had seen on a drone someone was still setting something up or something like that, and he wanted
and he was trying to go for it, and he's just a little bit too late. But
they're sending your hard breacher to do it.
Yeah, that was, you know, what happens if he dies and you can't get through a wall anymore? We've seen that trump so many people time and time again. There we go. Kings, even while he is concussed, finds the head of Ysera.
He did that yesterday too.
Yep, doesn't need any more than a few rounds to do it either.
DPI change means nothing to him. That was a beautiful shot.
DPI change? What DPI change? And when you're playing on a DPI of 300, it doesn't really matter. And just going to slow down, drone back up, take stock of what they have control of at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're playing anyone below, but the beauty about Border is you can just drop a hatch and be in behind any of the attackers at any point. So that's going to be something they're going to have to watch out for if they, you know, try and play in behind it. Oh, how does he survive that?
Did he take any damage from that?
No, no one has taken damage. Wow, must have hit the light fixture in the roof there.
Yep. Lunar Metal, very, very lucky. I think that's the only way to describe it. Very, very lucky just then to get out with his life. And that barbed wire, that's just annoying, that barbed wire. Kings will find Quantic as well. Lusty does lose his first Hibana charges. Revik peeks out onto Magnet.
Oh, and they're going to be able to
he gets the Hibana charge. Sorry, he gets the Bandit off on that. Revik will find Kings as well. Revik is going huge right now on this flank. Running around with this mirror, he's putting in work.
Yep, he's already equaled his score from the last map. He's got something to prove coming back into Border here. And
we're going to see Mindfreak here have to rethink their strategy, and they're going to rotate all the way around. They can't contest this Bandit on Lunar Metal. He is just...
Well, they just opened up the floor below. Why didn't they just shoot out the mirror? I don't understand why not. Like, yeah, they did eventually lose Magnet, but just make sure someone's covering the push.
Yep, and we're seeing a Zofia go out and tag up Revik, but he is just going to commit to
Lusty's on site.
Yep, Lusty is on site. He doesn't have the diffuser, though. It is Aces with the diffuser. Rizraz is coming around. He finds Hysterics, and he just doesn't manage to get the second one there. Rizraz has been down. Aces might try to pick him up. No, he looks for the flank. Aces does find Revik, so it's all up to Lunar Metal at this point.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
And, yeah, Rizraz withstanded. He withstanded 1 health.
Oh, he did. Yep. But then I saw another one down. I was so confused, and he gets the 1 HP kill.
The 1 HP kill. That withstand, it comes up massive.
Wow. That's the first time I've seen it actually do something in a competitive environment.
Yep. And yeah, it is laughed at in, like, you know, why is it there a little bit? Like 1 HP, come on guys, seriously. But that right there.
That right there. You know, Aces couldn't waste time picking him up. We saw Lusty get downed himself. Yep. Aces would have been in a world of bother without that withstand. Yep. He would have had to stick the plant. He would have been just shot in the back, easy as you like, and that would have been the round going for Cryptic. Instead, 100%. Mindfreak pull it out.
Mindfreak pull it out there. They were in trouble. We were saying, like, you know, 3 versus 3 where it was at, they'd lost all their Hibanas. They had to make the last minute rotate to try and push another site. They were in trouble. Right?
Oh, and
they were on the back foot, definitely there, and they managed to pull it out. So kudos to Mindfreak there.
Also, like, I like to point out 200 IQ plays. Ace is aware that the rotate was coming in from the mirror. Yes. Maybe it was a drone or something.
Well, no, he probably heard him. You're gonna hear the three armor mirror run up a stairwell, like, you know. So he probably just heard him, rotated around, and.
Well, surely they had a drone watching their flank.
Maybe they didn't have any drones left available to them as well. Like.
Either way, that was a nice on-the-fly decisions there from Mindfreak, being able to take the round. Now, we saw Team Cryptic do a few different types of pushes yesterday. I wonder if Mindfreak have adapted anything after watching last night's VODs or also in playing against them.
That's Mindfreak's biggest advantage is their prep, right? They study a lot of VODs. They, you know, formulate plans specifically against certain teams. So, you know, they're going to be able to, they'll know what Cryptic are planning, and they know the types of attacks that Cryptic can do. So will have an answer to everything. Whether or not they can effectively execute that, it will be something, as we can see, that will be the question that this round is going to be answering. And Lunar Metal just trying to open up everything.
So yeah, it looks like Mindfreak are really expecting a push from the officers. At least they've got a lot of utility and personnel over there. Not really trying to contest with security. I'd say they might have that mirror that they had set up yesterday.
Yes, and Magnet up the top here. Going to be trying to be a pain in the butt up the top there.
Sneaky spot.
Yep, and actually, we were talking about this mirror yesterday. You said it was very, very easy for them to push their way through. And we'll have to see what...
Well, I was saying it was unsafe in the fact that you couldn't really fall back as easily from it.
Yep, it's sort of an angle you hold all or nothing. And they're actually playing aces on it, that Ella. So they're playing one of probably the strongest frag operator on the map.
Yeah.
But probably one of the best Romans as well. They're playing in an anchor spot.
Well, I think the advantage there is, well, I'll get back to that later, as this push looks to come in from the mirror. They're going to hit fire.
Yep, Quantic does manage to pick up Kings there. There wasn't much he could do. Flash smoked Candela. He was just in a world of trouble.
Yeah, and we're also seeing the floor opened up below as well. Here come the Habanas. That's site breached, and not a person lost there for Team Cryptic. They're going to be happy with that.
Yep, and you can see here they were really expecting this... the Archives push, weren't they? Because they had so many more resources put over there. But you can see Mindfreak now rotating around to try and hold off this armory push as the drones do come through. One of those bandits actually still alive. They need to be a bit careful about that.
Yeah, indeed. But this is how Cryptic like to set up on this bomb site attack. They open up almost waist-high.
How many people could be fragged?
Yeah. I think he's looking through these bullet holes right here.
That's been opened up. He tries to see those shadows come across. Not quite quick enough, but Rizraz there will find the head of Quantic. The Yin Candelas are coming out. The smokes have been popped. A mirror gets popped as well. Lunar Metal now, he flashes up. He's trying to go for the kill. He's made his way all the way across. He has Diffuser as well. He could absolutely plant here, and there he goes. He's going to go for the plant. The cover needs to come across from the rest of them, but no, Rizraz puts an end to it as Aces picks up Revik as well. Hysterics has found Magnet all up.
He's denied the bomb
here. Yep, they've denied the plan as Luna tried to go for it. Rizraz does find Hysterics, 10 seconds left, all up the end. He pulls out the pistol, but Lusty will find it from the flank, and that is it.
I thought that round was over for Mindfreak. As soon as the plant was going down, covered by the Glaz, what happened there?
Yep, what happened there was, I do believe it was Rizraz on that, on the Jaeger, managed to push his way through. So he just ran through the smoke, pre-fired the corner, and he ended up ducking in behind that half wall.
You know who they should be bringing instead of Glaz? Capitao.
Yeah, right, just an asphyxiation bolt would have
just fire that across.
Yep. A smoke along with an asphyxiation bolt would stop that 100%.
You can smoke across, you can, you also use your Ying, but you need to fire that. You need to make sure they're not pushing up on you.
Do you remember back to when we were casting...
You're thinking of the Monty one?
Yes.
Just sending the Monty across?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Schmed from Athletico.
Was it? Yeah, Athletico did it, you're right.
So what they did is they just smoked up and used their Monty to walk over there and plant in that corner.
Yep.
Didn't work out though, if I remember correctly.
They got the plant down, but they didn't manage to
hold it off.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Monty got demolished through the floor, if I remember correctly. That's how they picked the Monty off, but then the rest of the team fell to the retake. It's definitely something interesting planting over there with a Monty.
Well, that's one of those spots on a map that I think should become, well, is probably going to be more prevalent as the common plant spot. For example, on Bank, you've got that backwards plant downstairs. Yes. I think that spot is probably one of the hardest spots to deny a plant coming from. So that's probably where we're going to see more teams attempting to get their diffuser over there and the plant going down. The one thing is that if your planter dies, it's so hard to go and grab that diffuser and get another one over.
That is one of the downsides of that. And we actually see Revik there tell Ysera in that security room to get down as he fires some shotguns across. But Lusty's made his way back in here. He's changed from Habana to Ash so he can commit to this. I think he actually did want to do this rush initially, but then they pulled him back because he was a Habana.
Yeah.
Now he's got that Ash so he can commit to it if he so wishes.
Yep, and Kings is on the Habana. See Lusty running the reflex as well, obviously not favouring any of the multiplied scopes.
No, not favouring that ACOG at all. Those one-times are definitely becoming more and more prevalent as we move on.
Yep, Ace is holding down this little cheeky melee hole.
Oh, he actually sees him there. Decides not to shoot. Well, actually didn't get the flick over across fast enough. But
I'm not sure if he did see him.
Oh, he definitely saw him. Lunar Metal takes a shot and has to back out. And that's just going to be annoying.
Yeah, well, what's the plan now from Mindfreak? They seem to have rushed into the building and then just stopped. Magnet is going to find the first kill, though. I think that was through the floor behind half wall.
Behind half wall, Lunar Metal was sitting there. He finally gets tagged out. Mirrors is attempting to peek as well as the black window, the black mirror is popped out. They will get the rest of that wall open, so they're fully committing to this push. And Quantic is still going to hold this back as, Lusty, he's threatening to push in through armory if they're not careful.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of barbed wire and a mirror for him to contest with, but I think Quantic is going to fall back, so they might not be aware that that mirror is actually there. The plant is going to be attempted momentarily.
He has found Hysteric. Revik comes up huge with a massive double kill on the C4 there. Rizraz is left alone on this push. I do believe he has Magnet behind him. They still have a full minute left, though,
outside.
Right? Oh, he has to. Lusty has found Quantic. Revik's gone outside. Magnet is downstairs. As it's all up to Revik now. They know exactly where he is, though, and Magnet cleans him up. Mind Freak now 2-1 up.
They're looking like a whole different team on border.
Yes, they are. That first round did not go their way, and they've just pulled it together a little bit. As yeah, they're looking like a totally different team to what they were on Skyscraper. So actually playing team here.
Indeed. So Mind Freak have to go downstairs now as they did win upstairs. I really did like that push from Cryptic. Just a bit of a tweak, like cause you're relying on your Glaz to hit its shots. Why don't you take Capitao LMG, he fires it up, and then he just unleashes his whole LMG mag into the smoke.
Empties the mag to cover. Yep.
Who's going to run into that? Someone brave.
Yep. 150 rounds to cover a plant, it'd be enough. As speaking of that, Ying has received quite a meaningful nerf.
Yep.
Coming into the next patch.
Yep.
She lost the whole round.
Oh, from the LMG. I was like, what nerf? Did I miss something?
Yeah, Ying, she's, I can't comprehend the amount of factor that's going to have into our game here.
I think it's more just for realism's
sake.
Yeah.
As someone forgot to take into account the one in the chamber. But as we focus back onto this round, we're going to see a very, very similar hold upstairs. Yeah, and that's quite common, isn't it?
Yeah, and so is this castle strategy. I think we saw Cryptic run it yesterday as well. Don't have to use all your reinforcements if you can use a castle. The only counter to that is it's so much easier to break down a castle.
Yeah. Oh, Rizraz finds a quick kill onto Revik, but Ystera trades him straight back. Oh, look, and, those trades coming in thick and fast. Oh, someone else is trying to contest that. That's not going to work for him. Lusty gets taken out. Ystera now has a double kill, but he is now on less than half health.
Why is he peeking that?
I'm not 100% certain. Lusty trying to go for that Mind Freak refrag and, cost him his life.
Yeah, he had no need to. Maybe he felt a bit stuck in the back
in the corner there, yeah. Felt like he sort of had to, and he back into a corner.
Yeah, could have just backed off pre-firing the whole way. And look, Lunar Metal's already taken up that position. Where are the rest of the defenders? All downstairs, I believe. Yep,
Magnet sitting in that customs. He's going to be able to get a crossfire when he comes across. King's actually in the back of bathroom, and Aces is on site. Just sort of looking through ventilation. If they actually walked through ventilation, they could probably pick him up unaware.
Yep. Well, I suppose the saving grace for Mind Freak is that the Buck is the one that's gone.
Yes. No vertical play coming out of them unless Ash and Zofia want to pop all the floors.
Yeah, you can shoot through, but it's just not as effective, is it?
For no one being on the top floor since they picked up those 2 kills, they haven't made any ground up in the last 45 seconds.
Yesterday we saw a very similar situation, and we saw 3 members of Mind Freak make their way on up.
Lunar Metal goes onto his drone there at just the wrong time as he got impactnated by Magnet, I think it was.
I thought it was Quantic impactnating him, his own teammate, opening up the wall.
No, I do believe the castle barricade got knocked down on the side there.
Yeah, by his teammate. Kings.
Comes up big. He does find Ystera. The flashbang comes out. Kings has managed to avoid it, but the second one gets him. But no, he still manages to find Lunar Metal, and he has Diffuser on him right now. So Kings, he could come up huge here. Another one's pushing him. He ADSs at just the wrong time. Quantic will find his head, though, as he did non-ADS.
Wow, 2v2 just like that. Yep. However, most of Mind Freak is far away from where the diffuser is and probably where the plant is going to come from.
Yeah, but Cryptic are totally spread out here right now.
Oh.
As Hysterics gets shot through the hatch right now, Magnet gets that kill credit. He needs to go for the frags. He's going to get shot through the wall. Aces finds his head. Mind Freak are looking very, very dominant right now.
They are a bit upset about how their border went yesterday. They want a 5-0 this one. That was dirty.
That was a sick shot.
Sick.
They're the sorts of shots we want to see here.
All right. Well, looks
all
like
the nutty shots.
Looks like we're going to breeze through border here.
Yeah, 4-0. Mind Freak, they said, you know, we lost Skyscraper, but...
We said this yesterday.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
We said this yesterday. 4-1 to Mind Freak on border.
It was. All right, so Cryptic, they're going to sub in the real team Cryptic now, and they're going to turn this one back around. The Cryptic Academy, they've had their fun.
Oh, yeah.
Time for the actual Cryptic.
I don't know. I think Mind Freak may have just gotten a good read on Team Cryptic now and how they play border.
Yeah, they've studied the VOD, and you know they would have been so upset with the border yesterday, right? And well, we know they were. They would have gone straight home, loaded up that VOD, and Dizzle would have sat there and said, "Right, let's learn from our mistakes, boys."
He's probably keeping a track of how many headbangs he can give his members before
How many-
they start being able to not
Lusty
shoot.
deserves a whack on the back after that peak. And you know, you did say yesterday Dizzle is the MVP for Mind Freak.
Yeah, well, in my humble opinion.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and
Hysterics, same cam we were seeing all day yesterday. Surely Mind Freak saw it on the VOD. They're going to know that one.
Yep, as you know, I'm being memed a little bit here by Sky, our co-observer, trying to spectate all the Valkyries. Lusty, he loves entering in through this spot. He's done it every single time so far. Every round, doesn't matter where this bomb site is, he's entered through it.
Well, it's kind of like a default like setup from the start.
Yeah.
We'll spread out,
you
take
kind of is.
our...
They have to take control of that east stairs.
Yeah, take control of what parts of the map we have to, so we drone it out. We make sure we can take it without contention, because normally those kind of areas aren't really contested as much. And then we...
Well, not at this level of play.
Yeah,
in ranked 100%, there's always one sitting there.
trying to get that sick run out and to clip it and go.
Well, not even a run out, just trying to get people. They can actually sit on the stairwell and get that angle peak. But speaking of angle peaks, Rizraz.
I think they might be aware that someone might have been in the hallway.
Or Aces, can he get this mirror? He sees it there. He knows there's no bandits down at the moment, so he's probably presuming that. Or they're going to send the other drone first. This is really, really clever by them. Yep, they do see the bandit, so they know he's there. They need to distract him with this drone so Aces can get in and pop the mirror. There we go. So they suicide that one, and it worked. Aces picks it up. All it costs is a drone, and all of a sudden, Lunar Metal has to peace out or lose his head.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yep.
Great teamwork there from Mind Freak.
Yeah, we were saying they looked like a solo queue team in Skyscraper. Right there, that's teamwork. Hold on, I will suicide my drone and we can get this mirror. Beautiful play. Beautiful, beautiful play.
Right, so Rizraz in the hallway. He looked like he might have been spotted. He seemed a bit skeptical of the camera. Whew.
Revik takes no damage at all from that.
I think Magnet might have fake grenades.
Yeah, that's the second time it hasn't damaged anyone, hasn't it? But Rizraz, though, he's found the head of Hysterics. Hysterics is going to have to sit there and think about what went wrong. Yep. As, oh, Magnet gets traded back by Ystera. Ystera has been a monster for them so far today, hasn't he? Actually, this whole tournament.
Indeed he has, but they're looking on getting in to go for a potential plant maybe. However, this whole office wall has been opened up. If they try, they need to get control of that, as well as Lunar Metal taking out Kings from their own breach hole.
Yep, Revik, C4 kill, Rizraz will drop. Lusty's made his way in.
Oh, Lusty!
Lusty, he comes out with the big plays until he gets flanked by Quantic in the back there. But Aces, he's going to stick the plant. 20 seconds left in a 1v2. He's managed to get it. He's actually going to place the Claymore to see what he can do here. He needs to piece back out, and he will make his way back out into the hallway. Is he going to go even further? No, he's just going to go prone and sit here in the corner. How are they going to retake it? It looks like they're both going to push from the same direction. That Claymore could get one if they're not careful. He's covered off. He's covered off from that side. No, the wide angle. He managed to find his head. Lusty. Aces. He pulls out the Lusty and he manages to clutch it. Aces goes huge there with that double kill.
5-0 for Mind Freak. Thanks to Aces. Thanks to Lusty earlier in the round. That was amazing from Mind Freak. They are really dispelling those demons from yesterday.
Absolutely. 5-0 is incredible after the choke they had yesterday. They proved everyone wrong and said, look at this. We will not pull out the Mind Throw a second time in a row. Map goes to Mind Freak in a very convincing fashion. Rizraz, 8 frags on himself. He's done tremendous this game.
So much good teamwork there. That drone, that last round, individual plays, amazing. Wow, I'm impressed.
Yep, I'm very impressed with Mind Freak right there. They just look like a totally different team to Skyscraper, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Like, totally different team to what was in Skyscraper. And, whether they can get that momentum going forward, We'll have to find out.
Yeah, going to Cafe, though.
Yes, we're going to Cafe.
Going to Cafe.
This was a great map last time.
Yes.
I'm actually looking forward to more of Cafe. This went tremendous last time. All 11 rounds. Do you reckon we're going to see it again?
No. You know why? Mindfreak are not on the tilt right now, and they went 3-0 down in Cafe, and, you know, we're about to go 4-0 down, and then they managed to bring it back to win in OT. I reckon they're on the up. It's going to be probably 5-1, 5-2 to Mindfreak, because they have looked indomitable on the maps that they know.
That's quite a call, Monkey, but we'll have to find out how it goes after this break. Stay with us in 5 minutes, and we'll have Cafe for you in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. We are here to answer one simple question. Who is going to Montreal?
Yep, it's either going to be Mindfreak or Team Cryptic. We've just seen two fantastic maps, one team dominating one team dominating the other. What's Cafe going to bring us?
Oh, I'm excited for this Cafe. We saw it yesterday, and it was so close. And you made the prediction just before the break that you think it's going to be 5-1, 5-2 to Mindfreak.
Yep, after what we saw yesterday, once they managed to deal with their tilt, they managed to actually string quite a few rounds together, bring it to that OT, and yeah, I reckon they're going to do it.
Yep, so what do you reckon? So for Cryptic to be able to pull this out, do you think that their objective needs to be to tilt Mindfreak? Like, is that how they win? Just tilt the other team?
I think they just need to, just play their game, take it one round at a time, not try and worry about so much as to what Mindfreak's going to do, and just react how they would normally, right? Like, they put their claymores down, they're going to get those aggressive runouts from Mindfreak. They just got to play their game and focus on just doing it solidly.
Yeah, okay. So, this could be it. If Mindfreak wins Cafe, they go to Montreal.
Yep.
If Cryptic wins Cafe, we have to play another best of 3.
Yep.
It's not over yet.
Another whole band phase to get through. I wonder if we're going to play the exact same maps if it gets to that.
That would be so interesting. It would be interesting to just sit there and analyze what maps have come through.
I doubt we'd see Border.
We would definitely not be seeing Skyscraper again out of Mindfreak.
Or Border. Or Shallow.
There's only so many more maps we can ban, right? Like,
yeah.
We're definitely going to be seeing a Coastline at that rate.
All right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's focus on this.
Yeah, okay, guys. Let's focus on this Cafe. From last time, we saw, as you said before, Mindfreak getting so aggressive onto that onto that defense. They were running out everywhere, jumping out windows. We saw 3 Claymore kills in a single round yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of...
I was talking to Hawk last night about it because he was the stage admin behind them, and he was saying that just wrong calls were going out, and that's what was getting these players killed from these claymores and such. So
Mindfreak being their own worst enemy.
Yeah, Mindfreak are going to be in a much better headspace right now. I really think, it's going to be...
confidence booster after that 5-0.
Yeah, and, on the other side, Cryptic, what's going through their heads?
Cryptic aren't as an emotional team as Mindfreak, right?
Yep.
Cryptic, they're a long-standing team that has dealt with tilt time and time again, where Mindfreak are an emotional team. They ride those highs and they suffer on the lows. So whether or not, like, Cryptic is, I don't think they're going to be affected by the tilt as much as we get in on this. Mindfreak, they are going to be on the defensive first. They have picked this top floor. The echo on the top floor is something we don't see too much.
It's definitely, it really depends on your strategy for holding this top floor. It is able to be used to great effect. Especially in some other regions, it's more of a staple.
He's just going to be sitting in that fridge, isn't he?
Yes, he can sit there. He can sit over by the east windows. It really depends on where you want to play him. Seeing as he can take the ACOG, he can take the mirror over by the east windows here by looking through the fridge. Or, just hiding in the little corner there. That's, when they reinforced the hatch yesterday and such.
Lusty, is he?
He's doing this.
He's
faking it.
Yeah, just faking it.
Oh, no, Rizraz that. No, they're faking it.
just trying to put some psychological fear into Cryptic right now.
The fear of God, that's what I like to call it. Go up and just break it through a few windows and run away, and they are not going to approach the building fast.
Ooh, that's an interesting claymore.
Well, they're probably expecting some kind of impact grenade to come out and then just to sprint out.
Did we see much of that yesterday out of Mindfreak?
We saw Rizraz
that specific run out?
Yeah, Rizraz did it yesterday.
Did he?
Yes. I'm 100% sure.
Okay.
But yeah, what I was going to say is, do Mindfreak know that that's there? Probably not, seeing as they don't have a Valkyrie and such. And yes, Monty.
Quantic on this Monty. How do you think this is going to go? Do you reckon, like, it's just obviously this is going to be a red hatch drop, and they're just going to walk their way across, right?
Yeah. Remember when they did that last time? Oh, Lusty's looking the wrong way, I think, downstairs.
They've definitely seen them, and that drone will finally be picked up. So Lusty, they know roundabout where they are, and that Echo drone is actually coming out for support downstairs as well. Hysterics goes onto his, and unfortunately, something I've wanted to see all tournament that we haven't seen is a bit of BattleBots. Some Twitch versus Yokai action.
I don't think that's really going to come out.
I know, right? It's so exciting when you get a BattleBot round in Siege, though.
Yeah. highlight of the round. So it looks like Revik might be looking to jump in from the angle here. Who's got the diffuser? Lunar Metal does. So the Yings are coming now. He's probably going to drop and go for the plant in just a moment. Surely some anti-smoke. Oh, where was that from?
Wow. Lusty does find Revix, and Hysterics trades him straight back, though, so he gets the 1-4 trade. He must have jumped out because he was repelled. So Lusty must have jumped out the window.
Indeed. But yeah, are we going to see any, like, Ella mines thrown to disrupt the plant?
They've used a couple of smokes and a Candela. They still haven't made their way in. I'm really odd that this Monty has just been sitting up here.
I think they're very worried about a smoke, but there is no smoke on the Mindfreak lineup.
Yeah, but if they were worried about a smoke, you'd drop Red Hatch and start baiting them out at like the minute 30 mark.
Right, well, I think it's that go time. Smoke's coming down.
A whole lot of smokes coming out. Yep, and yep. Lunar Metal has dropped. She takes a fair bit of damage. He takes a fair bit of damage. He's made his way in. He managed to take out Ace's Magnet. We'll trade him back as he jumps off that Yokai drone. Quantic has dropped. He does have the diffuser in reply, though. 3 versus 3 at the moment. 20 seconds left. Here comes Hysterics. Breaks his way in. He manages to not get the flick onto Rizraz. And Kings takes out Ysera in reply. So it's all up to Quantic. Magnet takes it out. Round 1 goes very, very convincingly over to Mindfreak.
Yeah, it looked a bit dicey for a moment. That was a nice little battle there. But I don't know, they looked a bit like they weren't trusting their teammates. They weren't committing to it. They were very slow. Rizraz got a beautiful shot onto the Thatcher? No, Thatcher died first. I think it was the Zofia jumping in through the window.
No, that was Thatcher.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah,
Thatcher died in the window. It was Zofia, sorry.
Yeah,
my bad.
I thought he was dead for sure.
Yeah, he died to Lusty's run out. Yep, of course.
But yeah, I thought Rizraz in the corner was dead for sure. When we saw the kill going down on our screen, it looked like he was still looking away. That must have been a lightning fast flick.
Yes. I thought for sure that Rizraz was dead there, but you know, those nutty flicks coming out for sure. And now Cryptic, they're going to be taking the train room first.
Train room?
Well, sorry, we can't really be calling it train room because last time we called it train room, Lusty tried to actually plant in there.
Yeah, but I was more saying because this is the site they're going for first.
Yeah.
You know, when Mindfreak are on such a roll, do they really want to try the second favoured one? Maybe just try and throw a wrench in.
They had more success on this than they did upstairs yesterday.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
The only one they lost is Lusty's 3K.
And also in the final, oh yeah, no, because in overtime they won it again, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So the only one they lost was in Lusty's 3K, which comes down to an execution error. They set themselves out for the victory, and they honestly should not have got one. Like, Mindfreak should not have won that round.
Oh, 100%.
So I think they have played better downstairs in this train room than they have upstairs.
Well, that's definitely what they're thinking. Lusty checking for those cameras after having watched the VOD. He knows that's a favourite of theirs.
They did it pretty much every single round. But not running the Valkyrie this time.
Yeah, a lot less this time. So obviously they know each
now
other's
that the camp
plans.
spots have been revealed, just, you know, instead of trying to find new ones, just don't run a Valkyrie.
Indeed. So Hysterics, who was playing the Valkyrie, has gone over to Castle instead. Wonder how effective this is going to be. Oh,
Revik finds the head of Magnet very quickly there. Aces loses most of his health and one of his shield. Revik finds himself a second. Quantic finds Kings as well. This attack has fallen apart for Mindfreak right now. And there we go. Aces finally does manage to clean up Quantic, so they're not going to have a clean round. Whew. They're not going to be swept.
That was crazy, wasn't it? Now,
it really, really was.
Riz and Aces have to try and clutch. Aces on such low HP. I wonder if
Aces
they're going to go for a
has
reset.
gotten an ace in this tournament.
With that rifle.
With that rifle on Blackbeard. Granted, he had a lot more health, but, you know, he's done it before. And Rizraz is a very, very good player as well. So, you know, not too bad players if you do want clutches, if you do want kills. They're going to breach in at the same time. Ysera cleans up one. Lunar Metal cleans up the other. Cryptic take a very dominating round off Mindfreak just there.
And that should be great for their confidence as well going into the next few rounds. They might have been a bit worried after losing that first one, but you know, they might be feeling a lot better about themselves now.
Absolutely, but you know, the first round they lost, I believe that was their strat was wrong there, right? They had Monty sit up there for so long, and then they all just drop Skylight. Like, why not just drop Red and actually use Monty to his full potential there? Because Monty dropping Skylight can be shot from 3 different directions.
Yeah,
like
well,
it's not as secure.
I suppose what we really saw though was we saw Hysterics down by the door over to the balcony area. I'm not sure what the correct word for that is, on the east. But he was challenged too much by Lusty, so like you can't really hang around that area as a defender and shoot up towards the skylight.
Yeah.
So I think Monty dropping there is okay, as long as he's fully extended. But we saw him get down fine. It's just the rest of it is what went haywire.
What went wrong? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But we are going to see them defending their turn at, sorry, Mindfreak's turn at defending a train here. And you can see here, they're just going to go upstairs. A very upstairs heavy hold this is. And the mirror is pivotal to this spot. You can see them opening up the whole of that cupboard supply room area.
Yep, Lusty using that shotgun. Demolishing the wall.
And Aces throws out a camera onto one of the trees up the top there.
Yeah, I think that's one we saw yesterday.
Yes. Oh, I think it might have been the tree to the left. But either way, still, camera on a tree. Puts some deagle. The deagle is very good at destruction.
Oh, yeah.
For a pistol, it's amazing.
If I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong.
On what?
50 cal.
50 cal, yeah, it is a 50 caliber.
I was a bit worried for a moment because you were silent.
Oh, trust me, if you were wrong, I'd tell you. Just like apparently I'm wrong on everything.
We're glad that's never going to happen, aren't we? Oh, Sarah loses his drone. He was
one day, Monkey, one day.
He was just sitting there accepting his fate. He knew he was losing that drone, and he's thrown out a second one. Lunar Metal also droning your head. They are loving this Monty.
They really, really are. Cryptic, when they went to the Invitational in Canada last time, when they represented SEA, they played a lot of Monty back then as well.
Yep.
So this is something that's been in their repertoire for a very, very long time.
I think the idea with choosing Monty is, you know, you're sacrificing firepower for defensive power. He's able to push like a wedge, just hard force, and then, you know, you're backed up by the guns. However, you know, that's 4 guns versus 5 and, you know, and a wedge.
And a wedge. And a wall.
And a wall. All right, call him the wall. Yep. Or the mountain.
The mountain is, which is where, you know, where he gets his name from. But according to his bio, he's 61 kilos.
Oh, really? That's not that heavy.
He's called them, exactly. Like, I think I'm like 65 and there's nothing of me. Right? Like, so, you know, I'm that stereotypical skinny nerd.
Well, this top floor's been given up nice and easily.
Yeah, like, just no firefights at all went over to it. Mindfreak have just fallen back, accepted their fate.
Yep, C4's not doing any work through the floor either. We heard it go off, nothing.
And Revik is just going to get to work at making sure that this floor gets completely demolished. Going to renovate this room. Who needs a floor anyway? You can just walk around on the struts. It's okay.
That's exactly what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. Oh, that his ace is being taken out. Just not paying attention.
He was trying to hide in a sneaky little corner that probably wouldn't get checked. Revik has got the brains for that though and has checked it. Just 5-on-4 now, 30 seconds. Wow.
Yep, only one frag going over to Cryptic at this point. This is going to be an explosive final 20 seconds here. King's holding a very, very aggressive angle to the hatch. Waits for the Candelas to go off, flips it back around, has to wait for a second one, but he's seen them. Ysera takes that out. King's, the aggression does not pay out as Quantic also takes out Magnet. Ysera almost falls to Lusty there, but unfortunately he turns around at just the right moment. And Rizraz being the last one left. He is 1 versus 5. I'm not really a believer, but through the wall, through the drone hole, sorry, he finds Ysera, and Monty's just going to block him in. He's going to have to run straight through that. Yeah, this is over. And yeah. Oh, no, he's going to make himself a hole, but no, Hysterics is just going to pre-fire through that wall. Rizraz, unfortunately, not a lot he can do in that situation.
He got the consolation frag, just pad his stats a bit.
Yeah.
But that's been 2 very convincing rounds from Cryptic.
Yes.
2 very convincing rounds from Cryptic. They only lost 1 that round and 1 the round before.
Cryptic's 2-1 up.
Yeah, but the amount of players they've lost.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
This guy.
Dog, damn, man. This is what you're not IGLA.
Sorry. Allow me to explain myself.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. It's yours.
Oh, all right.
Let's focus on this. They have to go to the top now, Team Cryptic,
Yes.
which is where they were struggling against Mindfreak.
Yes,
Whereas
they struggled against Mindfreak yesterday pretty much on this round, on this map. It wasn't... They didn't have the best outcome, did they? It was always...
Yeah.
There was a couple of close rounds, but by and large, it was a bit more convincing of a win by Mindfreak on these upstairs defense.
Could we be seeing a pattern coming out where Mindfreak win their top floor defense and lose their downstairs one, whereas it's the opposite for Team Cryptic?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly we could be seeing that. There's no... So far, the data suggests it, right? But we'll have to see whether or not how well Cryptic do this round, whether or not they can hold it. Ysera on this pulse downstairs.
He's going to try and hide, I reckon, for a while.
Or could he be doing something aggressive with on the runouts? Wait for the repels to come out, jump out and pick some people up while they're repelling.
Oh, I doubt that's going to work.
Luna Metal just...
I wonder if he's baiting the fact that he's throwing a camera up there and he's not really. I would say, in terms of the pulse, though, he's going to try and hide all the way downstairs until, you know, they've cleared out the second floor and they're like, yeah, it's clear, guys, let's go in the second floor, stab in the back, C4, etc. Now that he's gained back control. It's kind of like a retake strat for second floor.
Where did that camera land?
I think he's just throwing them willy-nilly.
That's the Dev Marta school of cameras.
Yeah, well, it definitely works, right? Like, oh, they're convinced there's one on here. You know, sometimes, you know, they don't expect the unexpected. Valkyrie camera right underneath their feet or something like that.
Yeah, I'd be really, really interested to see where that third Val cam landed. But, however, we're seeing Mindfreak make some pretty good progress so far. 1 minute, they're on the roof, they've opened the hatch, and they're starting to drone. The nade comes out to stop the barbed wire, and Kings is going to start opening up this. Yep. There's no bandit.
Yeah, that's what he was checking with his drone, and oh, Revik's getting reset.
He's being reset, yep.
Right, and see
Ysera. He knows he's there. The peek comes through. Kings wins it, though. And Lusty has also found Hysterics. Lusty gets himself a second as Revik drops. Luna Metal, he's actually going to be able to get the flank here. No, he potatoes it a little bit. The C4 comes out. It's going to be on the bottom side, so it's not going to do anything. Quantic doesn't manage to pick up Rizraz as Rizraz has forced up that white stairs. Magnet has taken him down as well. Luna Metal comes up, tags. I do believe that was Magnet a little bit up. And... not much coming from it just yet. Luna Metal does get some more tags onto Lusty, but Kings ends up getting him, getting me in on the flank. I'll get that out eventually. Very, very convincing win by Mindfreak on that round.
Oh yeah, I was like, all right, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. Boom, go.
Someone yelled Harambe and they all ran.
Yeah, that was explosive. Like I really like. Lusty has been doing that so much on this Ash, running in and getting 2Ks. He knows how to make the 5-speed work.
Absolutely, he does. Well, we've heard from the players that Ash is not so much a 5-speed on the land build. He's actually, you know, a 3-speed because it's so much easier to hit him. So the 5-speed jokes just don't hold up on land.
Oh, they still hold up. Full stop.
Only if you're bad.
Well,
I mean, just hit the head, monkey.
Yeah,
just hit the head.
That's what I do. I've never had a problem with Ash.
5 headshots and win the game. That's all you need to do, mate. Run in, get an ace, 5 headshots, 5 bullets. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's just like clicking on your desktop, right? Pretend a head's a little icon. Click on it to open it. Do it 5 times. I mean, easy ace.
I've never
easy
misclicked and opened the wrong program before, so you know.
10 seconds to go.
It's just that easy, apparently.
5 seconds.
And that's why we're casters.
Oh, but you know, I could be pro if I wanted to.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe you there.
All right, let's focus on this. Enough banter.
All right, so Cryptic on
Rizraz.
Rizraz, what?
He jumped out, trying to go for the spawn peak. It's not really worked out for him though. He's going to make it to safety.
The magic feet gets him back inside though. A bit of dancing, bit of ducking and weaving.
Yeah,
and
he must be
get his way
like
back
Neo.
inside unscathed, not taking a single round despite Cryptic's best bet. And yep, this is my favorite spot to repel in this whole map, is up there. It's the safest spot to repel. You just, you know, turn upside down, look to your right, and then they can't get the run out on you.
Yeah, you got to be worried about the door and, of course, the windows.
Yep, absolutely. But around the corner, obviously, you have the 4 windows that they can run out of, you know, or even, you know, a little bit further under from the bakery as well. There's so many ways people can get you while you're rappelling, so I always like to invert myself and just rappel upside down.
Yeah, it looks like Revik was trying to bait something, or he decided he doesn't want to rappel down right in front of the door.
Yeah.
I think he might be on Claymore duty over there.
Yeah, Magnet on this Echo again. It didn't have the greatest impact, but it didn't have to.
No, the attack went really south for Team Cryptic, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we'll have to see whether or not he will become impactful on this. We're also seeing Aces sit in that stock room. And, you know, when you're not sitting behind a mirror, that is one of my favorite spots to sit, because you can hold that red floor, that red hatch drop push.
Yep.
And depending on how you set up, you can also get aggressive if they're trying to push Cigar too much. So it's a good spot to hold.
Yeah, they're definitely wary of potential run-outs down here. It looks like, you know, this is what they're doing at this time in the round.
2 minutes into the round, and one of them is still on the floor. Cryptic does find Kings. Quantic, sorry, does find... Quantic on Cryptic finds Kings.
Yep, so that's Bandit off the board. Kings has been having a pretty rough time against Cryptic, like, in general, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has. As Rizraz has found Ysera, that's a huge frag for them. As Ysera's done so much work.
Right, so 4 on 4 now, 45 seconds. What have Cryptic got in store for us? Aces with the pre-placed C4. Magnet's getting his drone ready. This final 40 seconds is going to have to go fast. Cryptic still setting up.
Yeah, and they've got the Elemine on the skylight and then a C4 covering off the red. This is going to be, you know, Mind Freak. They're not taking any chances, using all their utility. And we'll have to see whether or not it can work. Revik, he is downstairs. A really late mirror.
Now.
You know, 15 seconds left. Let's put a mirror up.
They did not expect that.
Wait a minute. As Revik has found Lusty on the flank. 5 seconds now. This is going to be explosive. 3 versus 4. The Candelas come out. Aces gets flashed up a fair bit.
Oh, that's over.
That is it. You can't get the plant right under a Echo drone. Yokai for the win.
He said it's not as useful on this top floor, but there we go. A round 1 by Mind Freak without even having to move from the fridge.
Yokai for the win. Mind Freak, they're now 3-2 up. They've just won 2 rounds in a row against Cryptic here.
But going off the previous rounds, right, they're going to lose the next 2, right? Cryptic are going to win the Fireplace Hall and Mining Room defense, and then they're going to win their attack
onto that downstairs. Yeah.
Yes.
If that trend continues.
If the trend continues. Which, you know, we did see a bit of yesterday. You know, mostly just defense wins over and over.
Yeah, but nothing too unusual coming out here. This is the first Legion of the map, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Like, Legion's actually seen quite a bit more play, hasn't he? Especially at this tournament.
Especially with the prevalence of shields. Considering now that the Blitz is at least somewhat viable now.
Yeah, it's just a really good alarm system
You know,
as well.
100% seems to think he's viable. But, you know, so Blitz is, you know, becoming a bit more prevalent. Monty has always been there as a thing. So Legion is a direct counter to those shields.
Well, I think it just forces teams to realise that they have to be quicker on setting up for their push, right? If you're trying to push a site with 30 seconds and 2 players get Goomined or whatever...
That's over, yeah.
Well, it's not over, but
yeah, it's not over.
Just
but like, as Lusty
like
cleaned up a 1v3 with a Legion mine in himself yesterday, actually. But, but the Goo Mines are also an early warning system as well. They've got so many uses. They've got so many ways that you can actually use them.
Yeah.
You know, like we saw, I think it was Cryptic when they were running a Monty yesterday on Clubhouse. We actually saw one of the Mantises play, I can't remember who it was, just directly chuck a Legion straight at Monty.
Yeah.
Like, here, hold this. So, yeah, Legion is a very, very versatile operator that's, you know, seeing more and more play, which is really good.
Indeed.
But a very strong upstairs hold here out of Cryptic. I don't think that's really a surprise.
Yeah, we're seeing Aces on this Blackbeard once again.
Yep. He's had some very, very good rounds on this Blackbeard. And Ysera trying to, you know, peek him, just trying to break the shield. He's not trying to get into a gunfight with him. He just wants to tag that shield and try and break it.
Oh, he's brave.
Oh, actually, I take that back. He doesn't want to fight the Blackbeard. Everything I just said was wrong because he goes charging straight forward into it.
Yeah, we also hear some tags coming on elsewhere. However, I can't see anyone who's really lost too much HP. Top floor control will be in the hands of Mindfreak momentarily. King's going fast, going at it. He's... Oh!
He loses it. Quantic,
Loses
he
it.
hears the drop and gets the pre-fire onto Kings. So they do lose that Hibana. However, I don't think he had any charges left.
No, I think, yeah, he's used them all
He's used them all right there. So, and we are seeing Aces now head onto that window. Lusty does find Lunar Metal, and Ysera actually trades him straight back. So,
Oh, that's an angle.
oh yeah, Quantic has found Rizraz as well. So now 2 on 4 here. Magnet and Aces, they got a lot of work to do ahead of them.
Indeed, and that Legion mine was spotted out. But yeah, this has just been the story so far. If it keeps going how it goes, we're going to be seeing overtime. If.
Yep. If the strats keep going the way they're going, Aces, 45 seconds left. He hasn't... He's done really nothing on this window, right? He's sat here basically all game.
Yeah, he
Hasn't achieved much.
Should have repelled up.
Magnet, he's going to try and get the nade through.
I think he's trying to go for the castle barricade, perhaps.
Yeah, I do think they're going to go for it. Quantic has found Aces.
Where was that from?
That was, I think that was through the floor.
Yep.
Through the floor, just watching that window. Magnet, there's not much you can do about this. 1 versus 4 right now. He, what a hype out from him.
The moment Mindfreak could not take the top floors when they lost that round, they
100%.
They really needed a more concentrated effort. We see Lusty going in to pillars, right? Not doing anything, just wandering around. He gets 1 kill and he's traded out. Just more concentrated effort above from Mindfreak. Like, even if Aces is repelling on the window above, when Kings pushes, he can help him get the trade or even win the frag while Kings is distracted.
Yep, and, you know, was it Rizraz who was Hibana?
No, Kings.
Kings, sorry, yeah.
Defenders,
Kings,
protect your
you know,
bombs.
dropping red
By attackers.
by himself.
So, yeah, Kings
no
and
backup,
Lusty have switched
like,
roles.
Aces was not, Aces was
Bomb
not
located by attackers.
ready. Like, Aces should have been on that window, right? Like, but just acting as that solo play again.
Yeah.
You know, Mindfreak getting back, not really playing as a team on that attack, but very dominating defense by Cryptic right there. And now it is Mindfreak's turn to defend this train room. They did lose it last time.
Indeed.
Look,
Kings...
they gave up top floor without a fight.
yeah, they did,
They
didn't
put
they?
all this utility up there and then just pieced out. Like, didn't even put up a fight. No, like, I don't think any shots were actually traded.
So, how do you think Mindfreak are going to try and hold this top floor this time? We're seeing the Monty come out once again.
Yep. They need to do more with this top floor. Put a mirror in that back corner. I know it's predictable, but it's honestly the best spot for the mirror. Put it there, and then just use it, yeah. Like Lusty's doing now,
Yep.
a 2-man hold up on this mirror can be devastating. 1 to hold the flank, and then mirror to get the, or whoever's holding the front gets the picks. It's really that simple.
Right, checking all the standard angles from above, just so you don't get caught out. Pretty standard.
Yep.
Then they're going to be sending their army of drones down, find out where they are, and decide how they want to push them.
Not seeing a lot there from Quantic.
He's got it nicely balanced, hasn't he? He's like a mobile camera.
Yep. Certainly does. And they're just gonna, they know people up the top here.
A lot more presence.
Yep. A lot more presence from Mindfreak this time. They're definitely going to be putting up a fight here. It is Rizraz on this mirror. Going to be trying and holding this top floor action. Magnus made his way down to the kitchen.
Getting ready for some cheeky little runouts.
Well, that's if they hear anyone repel back down the side. I think that's just mostly for a late flank. I just think he has to sit here, be patient.
Yeah, they've been a lot less common, haven't they, these runouts this game?
Yep. But we were seeing them a lot. But it was actually to Mindfreak's detriment last time they were getting so aggressive. So
Oh, they've fallen back.
they've fallen back entirely. They've totally given it up.
Yeah,
They've totally given it up. I feel like, again...
Not even a bullet shot.
Yeah, well, Kings has been tagged, but I mean, I guess Buck's been taken pretty low as well. Well, he's taken at least 1 bullet. But I mean,
yeah,
it's disappointing to see Mindfreak give it up just so easily.
Yeah,
like you put so much resources up top here, so much utility has been used up here, and they just run away without a firefight. It's just. Rizraz, though, he does find a Quantic. That is the Thermite being taken off as Ysera trades him straight off.
Oh, King's got a bit inquisitive as to what was going on up here now. Lusty's here too. The
C4
C4
behind him. Too far. Lunar Metal, he keeps his cool and actually walks forward. You see a lot of people panic and try and walk backwards back into the C4. But yeah, there we go.
That was beautiful.
Lusty has managed to take out Lunar Metal with that charge forward, the knife and the hipfire kills. Aces have picked one up. Hysterics and Ysera have both picked one up as well. So 2 versus 2 at the moment.
Just like that. That was so fast.
Yep, a lot of frags came out.
20 seconds.
Very, very explosive in that final minute.
15 seconds.
Yep.
15 seconds to go.
Oh, it's going to be explosive. They're both off site. They're waiting for the drop, and then they're going to collapse on them, I reckon.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to do a retake here. The Ellas are coming out.
Seconds to go.
Oh, and the smokes from Magnet.
Oh,
But they can't plant. They can't plant.
They can't plant.
No, wow.
Grismot Mines win the game just there. Well, not the game, but win the round just there for them.
Yeah. So they drop into train and they just can't move fast enough to get onto the bomb site. They would have been better off going into the dining room. That would have been a lot faster.
Yep.
However, Mindfreak have put themselves on match point. They're the first ones to buck the trend so far, and they've been winning this bomb site. Are they going to take it right here, right now? Heading to Canada.
Mindfreak, yep, this is it. Mindfreak are 1 round away from going to Montreal.
1 round away. Cryptic are 1 round away from going to overtime.
Oh yeah, Cryptic need that overtime. But last time they played on Cafe, it was reversed. Cryptic was on match point. Mindfreak were backed into this corner and Mindfreak pulled it back.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, as you said yesterday, it'd be a little bit poetic.
Indeed it would. But would you say, who's looked the better overall, do you reckon?
I think Mindfreaks look better overall. You know, Cryptic, a relatively close game.
Yeah.
In 5-3, they won, and then Mindfreak decimated them on border.
Was it? I think it might have been 5-2, 5-3.
5-3.
5-3. I've got it written down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-3 on border. Oh, sorry, Skyscraper.
Yeah.
5-0 on border. So
that was, you know, 5-3 on Skyscraper, and that was with Mindfreak looking so lost.
yeah, net rounds. It's
So I think Mindfreak has overall looked better this series.
yeah.
Whether or not Cryptic can,
Reinvigorate themselves.
yes, and they can extend this series. We are potentially on the last round of our whole tournament right now.
Oh, let's get hyped. I feel like we're not at that hype right now. It just doesn't feel as hyped.
Oh, look, I think as this round goes closer, it will be. As, you know, Cryptic, I think they're going to take this a little bit slower. So I think we are going to see a very explosive end, which is always great to see.
Yep. Right, still not much of a change up in terms of operator. So we saw Hysterics yesterday playing the Valkyrie, and Lunar Metal has been the one on it today. Don't want any of the same Valkyrie cameras getting used. Rizraz is on the Twitch this time, and he's come in below. No Zofia.
Yep, so they Aces usually plays this Twitch. They have subbed him over into Ying, which is something I don't think Aces has played yet.
Oh no, he plays a lot.
Like, not this tournament, has he?
I don't think he's played it this series, but I did see him playing yesterday on the Ying.
So, Mindfreak obviously feeling comfortable enough to swap these operators around at willy-nilly, which is always a good sign.
They've just spotted out that pulse down below as well. There's 2 down here as well. Is that the Ella? That would be who I'd expect to also be down here. As you can see that Cryptic really prioritised holding downstairs. We saw some reinforcements going down into reading room.
Yep. Mindfreak, they're taking this very, very slow, aren't they?
Minute 20.
And they've gained no meaningful ground.
No meaningful ground at all. Like, what have they done? Pop the hatch up above, probably. That's probably about it. Oh, Rizraz has spotted out the one in reading room. I think the Pulse might be aware of his position as well, as he had that heartbeat scanner out. Magnet has picked up the first kill. That's Lunar Metal going down.
And that's a great start for them, leading into what could potentially be the round that sends them to Canada. And we are seeing now the Mindfreak guys are starting to push their way in. Ysera has found Aces, but Kings finds the head of Ysera straight back. And now 4 versus 3. I'm starting to feel the hype now, Monkey.
I'm starting to feel it too.
45 seconds. We're down in the last moments. Kings, he's found Quantic. A 2 versus 4 right now. This could be the moment that sends them to Canada.
Revic has to get aggressive down these stairs. He knows they're at the deficit and he has to make a play. I think he was on his Twitch drone here, Rizraz, so he might not be aware of Revic's position, but he will be in just a moment, as now he's sending his drone that way. They're going to figure out one's position.
A little bit of damage.
Must have been a Twitch shot.
Too major. The C4 comes out. It won't get anyone, but now they definitely know he's up here. 15 seconds. The shots are coming out. Hysterics, the smokes are coming out to support him as well. The fire comes
Hysterics.
through. Rizraz with a double kill! Rizraz will send Mind Freak to Canada with that epic double kill.
Yeah, that was... It still feels anticlimactic. Mind Freak just seemed in control, in charge, and when they broke the trend, it was pretty simple for them. That was a dominating final round. Nothing too close.
I don't think that was anticlimactic, and I guarantee you Mind Freak don't think that was anticlimactic.
Oh, they're pumped as well, but that was clinical. That's what I'm going to say. Clinical.
It was clinical there. Ysera on 8 kills, Quantic on 7. No one else could quite rise to the occasion on Cryptic's side. But what a play by Mind Freak.
Yeah.
And a tremendous tournament.
Definitely dispelled their demons from yesterday. 5-0 on Border, which they lost. 5-3 on Cafe, which they took to overtime, but ultimately won by the skin of their teeth. I think they are the ones that definitely do deserve to go to Canada.
Absolutely, they did. So let's see how this tournament played out for you guys. There it is, Mind Freak 2-1 Cryptic in the grand final, and they are going to Montreal. That was a tremendous, tremendous tournament there. That was incredible. I love this weekend. It was great.
Yeah, it was great. A very fast day today, though, hey?
Very fast day. Cryptic 2-0ing Mantis. After Cryptic actually 2-0'd Nora as well. So Cryptic, as soon as they got put in that lower bracket, they didn't mess around.
Yeah, but ultimately Mind Freak too strong to stand against them in the end.
Too strong. Actually, Mind Freak didn't drop a series. But they lost the map on every single one.
Yeah, they came through the winners bracket, but yeah, they were really mentally strong.
They really were. So congratulations to Mind Freak. They played fantastically. Cafe, it went south pretty quickly for Cryptic there.
Yeah. No, the turning point is when the trend got broken. When we saw Mind Freak win the defense that they hadn't been able to win, and they were struggling on yesterday as well. And that just completely switched up the dynamic. Cryptic had no answer. That last round was 4v1 in the end. He couldn't do anything. GG, you're going home.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that is going to be it here for us in this weekend in Sydney. That was our APAC Invitational 6 qualifiers. Congratulations to Mind Freak. I've been AM Flea, joined by Monkey, and on behalf of all our production team, thank you very much for tuning in.